Noonish, 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 noonish. J.A. he was major league, playing around with them bats. Kia OG, making plays on the track. Sports and technology, we mix it in with facts. Catch him every Wednesday to like double task. A lot of interviews with ballers and them winners. Yeah, Jay on Notre Dame, all winner.
Hey, y'all know what it is, y'all know when it is, and y'all know who it is. And if you don't know, you're about to find out right now. I'm just elongating this intro right now. Nah, man, I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, man, in the building, man. Another beautiful week ahead of us, man. Got so much to talk about here on Noonish Sports and Tech, man. I know you heard the song. Shout out Trip to Ghost. What up, Ryan? I see you in the building off top already, baby. It's going down just like that. Let's get it, man. We got so much to talk about, man. And we're going to have a lot of fun, man. And if you didn't know, man, I'm here with my awesome co-host, my Unc, Ronald Bowler. What's going down, Unc?
Hey, man, it's another Wednesday, man. We had a great week last week, even though we were in separate locations. But as y'all can see, we back in studio.
Yeah. Last week we was, we came to you virtually.
I was in studio. He was virtual.
Yeah, man. We got some technical chops. So, we just brought it to you. I was in Baltimore visiting the beautiful city of Baltimore, eating on that good food. Goodness gracious. Alive. What's the difference between the sea and the ocean?
Good question. I think don't quote me on this, but a sea has bodies of land around it.
Okay.
Maybe like on three sides or something.
Okay.
Don't quote me.
I mean, that makes sense.
Because I've been out of school long time.
Yeah, no, I've been wondering that even when I was in school.
Yeah, the ocean, a sea. When you see a sea, you'll see some land sticking over here and some land sticking over here, and the sea will be in here. Yeah. But when you're out in the ocean, I think that's the difference between a sea and the ocean.
Okay, yeah, because I never know. If anybody knows the difference between the sea and the ocean, holla at your boy, man. Let your boy know. You know what I'm saying? But when did they start calling it ocean food? Because I think I was eating ocean food. I don't think I was eating seafood.
Well, they call it ocean food when they come from the ocean, not sea.
I don't ever see that category.
No, they've been calling ocean food. It all depends on where you are.
Yeah,
they've been calling that for a long time.
Yeah, man. But anyways, y'all know how we got to start the show off, man. Let me get my timer set. Make sure we on point with the times of the timings. Because if the timings ain't right, then you can't time it out, and you don't know what time it is. And y'all know what time it is, and we know what time it is. And the time is, man, it's time for this. It's time for Miss, the First Lady of Noonish Sports and Tech, man, visiting the NFL Combine right now, man. She left us with a nice little video, so we're going to crank it out for you. Miss CY, what you got for us?
Hey guys, obviously not live with the Noonish crew today, but it's because I'm in Green Bay at the NFL draft. You wouldn't miss it either, okay? But let me tell you what I'm not going to miss. Giving you guys Formula One updates 2 weeks in a row couldn't be me. And I know Unk's just dying to know what happened at this last race in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for asking. I'm going to jump right into it. We've had a crazy triple header, back-to-back races, Japan, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. We're only at our 5th race of the season, and so much has already happened. Now, after this triple header, the guys get a little bit of a break before they head to Miami. And Miami, as you guys remember, is the first of the U.S. races that we'll see on the calendar. So we've got Miami in May, Austin around October, and then later in the year, November, we'll see one of our favorites, the Las Vegas GP. So luckily, the guys get a little bit of a break before they head to Miami, and they need it because, wow, this has been hectic drama this season. So you guys remember we kicked off in Australia, then we had China, Japan, Bahrain, and then recently Saudi Arabia. Now let me run down the winners so far because it's different from prior seasons in that we're seeing some diversity early in the season. Lando, Oscar, Max decides to show up in Japan, and then a back-to-back win from our good friend, the papaya guy, Oscar Piastri. He won in both Bahrain and Saudi Arabia this last weekend. Now let me tell you the top 3 in Saudi Arabia is interesting for many reasons. We had Oscar in first, Max in second, and we finally got to see a Ferrari on the podium. Now, Lewis did win a sprint race, but this is different. This was a full race. To see Charles on the podium was great news for Ferrari. But let me jump into some interesting facts here. Oscar winning is a rarity this season, not because he doesn't win races, but this is the first time all season that the pole position driver or car, which means they qualified first during the qualifying sessions, didn't win first place. No, because Max actually qualified first. So Max wasn't able to convert a win from qualifying. Now, this is rare for him because typically he does quite well in those opportunities. Oscar is able to take home first after not qualifying on pole. How did this happen? Well, a very interesting scenario where Max ends up getting penalized. So Oscar and Max are at the front of the grid. Max is starting off because he's qualified first, so he's in first position. And then there's Oscar. Headed into, literally, this is the first lap of the race. They're headed towards a corner. It very much looks Oscar's going to hit to that corner first, but Max, to avoid, I think, hitting Oscar, leaves the track, comes back, and ends up back in front of him. Big no-no. To leave the track and gain an advantage is against the rules. So normally the pit wall will say, hey, you've got to give that position back. Red Bull in this instance didn't give that directive to Red Bull, or to Max at Red Bull, which is rare because, maybe not rare, like he's a fighter. He doesn't like to follow the rules typically unless they're working for him, not against him. He doesn't give this position back. So Oscar's like, what the hell? I was beating him to this corner. How is this happening? Now, our good friend, Spooky Sonoda, causes a safety car very early in this race by hitting Pierre Gasly. So Max actually leads behind a safety car for quite some time before he's handled a penalty, a 5-second penalty. Now, typically these are served during a pit stop. Now, you guys remember, pit stops are usually pretty quick, sub 3 seconds, and Red Bull's usually pretty fast. I'd say their typical pit stops look like 2.3, 2.5 seconds. Now, those extra 5 seconds can really position when they regain back or come back to the track after a pit stop. It can really change the position in which they come out, which can determine the entire race. So here's why Max wasn't able to land in first, and it was largely because of that penalty. Now, he ends up in second, which isn't bad, but definitely could have been competitive for first. This is one of those where it's like, well, I don't know if he could have maintained. I think he could have. Now, the McLarens are fast, but Red Bull has a fast car. I think we've talked a lot about the second seat curse with Liam Lawson and now Yuki Tsunoda, previously Checo last season. So the Red Bulls are freaking fast, and Max is dominant, but he made a mistake, or the pit wall made a mistake. I will be very curious to learn further intel on that, but it was definitely an opportunity that they could have told him to give him that position back, and he didn't. So who knows? They probably kept him up that night. Now, some interesting things happened in this race, and Lando actually crashed out in qualifying and qualified only in 10th place, which is the furthest back he's been on the grid in quite some time. He's able to make up some places during the race and ends up in 4th, but it poses a question. Oscar's won multiple races in a row. Lando has his one. Who is the priority number 1 driver now? Now, this was a question that came up last season between the two, and it's certainly starting to be very apparent that Oscar is a very mature and very talented driver. Lando has been known to be quite emotional. He gets very frustrated, and especially when he crashed out in qualifying, was very frustrated with that performance. And I think it just weighed super heavy on him. And I think rather than like really fueling him, I think it weighed really heavily on how he performed the rest of the race. So big bummer. Red Bull, obviously Max is doing quite well. Yuki, I don't know what we're going to see here. I don't think that they'll make any more changes this season. You guys remember they gave Liam Lawson a chance to kick things off. Didn't do well. Switched him out to RB. So we'll see how Yuki Tsunoda will continue the rest of the season, but we'll see. Now, a surprise for me is how great Mercedes has been this season. George and our good little friend Kimi finished in 5th and 6th this race, and I just think they are top contenders to grab second place in the constructors if they keep up this type of consistency and just letting Kimi shine. He's done quite well for being so young. I don't know. I see an opportunity where George actually might be able to outpace Max in the Drivers' Championship. So I'm not sure. They've got a great car. I wish we would have equipped Lewis with as good of a car maybe last season. They had a competitive car, but I'm really loving to see the consistent points that these guys are earning. So now Charles closed out our podium in 3rd place. This is giving Ferrari their first podium of the season outside of the sprint. And Lewis ended up in 7th. Lewis gave some interviews after the fact and said that he's just been battling this car. It's been very difficult for him. So I don't know. We'll see. Miami is a fun track. And I'm hoping that we can really see Ferrari turn it around. I'm excited for Charles. You know how I feel. I do wish we could see Lewis starting to improve, but I'm hoping that they take some time to really investigate what's going on with the cars and maybe make it feel a lot more natural for Lewis moving forward. Now, these predictions are way too early, but I'm thinking what we're going to see the next couple of races. I'm going to just predict that Oscar is going to continue to win, and I predict he's going to be finishing in the top 1 or 2 consistently for the next several races. Max has been doing, again, consistently and quite well, but he's only got that 1 race win so far. The other person I'm keeping an eye on is George. I do think he can outpace Max if he stays focused and continues to have fun with it. I feel like this season he's having fun. I feel like other seasons have been quite stressful. He's definitely in the lead position here. He's not battling against Lewis anymore. And I think he's really enjoyed taking this like big brother role with Kimi. So we'll see. Lando has done well. I think he's great, but I think that Oscar is really truly proving that McLaren is a dominant car, but he's the best driver for it. So I don't know. We'll see. And of course, Charles, I think, is going to close out my top 5. He's been doing well. I think he is really in a good rhythm with the Ferrari, so I'm hoping to see good things from him. So just to close things out, we have McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, and our good friend Charles in the Williams closing out the top 5 for the Constructors' Championship. Now, Williams had one of their best finishes in recent years with Alex and Charles closing out the top 10 this year, or finishing in the top 10, which has been really fun for them. So I'm excited to see a rebound from the terrible retirements and DNFs that we saw for Williams earlier this season, but I see good things coming. So I will join you guys next week to talk about what we're thinking ahead of Miami, and then I will just be joining the Witness Protection Program, given that the last time I went to a Stars game was the last time they've won. So the game is starting in just a couple minutes, so I'm going to go watch that, and hopefully we don't lose our 9th in a row. So next week, I'm hoping I come back with good news about where the Stars are in this series against the Avalanche, because your girl cannot handle one more loss, all right? But I will be entering witness protection because there is a clip of me on the internet saying, if you want to watch teams win, watch the Stars, and then we lost 8 in a row. So ignore that. Hopefully I come back with good news that we've crushed this series. So talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Yeah, man. So as you see, Miss CY came back. Appreciate that. Yep. I almost had a mishap and a half right there. But we good to go, man. That's Miss CY, man. Let me give me some horns. I think that's the horns. If it's not the horns, that's my fault, y'all. It wasn't on purpose. But yeah, man. No, we love when the first lady comes with it, as she does, and did again, this week. Up in Green Bay doing what she's doing. Looking forward to the F1 event coming up, and we look forward to her review next week, and her prediction, next week for the upcoming race. So appreciate that, Miss CY. Do what you do out there in good old Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Out of that draft, man.
Yeah, I was just checking out to make sure we were good.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
We love you, girl. Appreciate you. We appreciate it. But now let's.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, let me hit a button. Let's hit a button. Just because.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him.
We're gonna play that button right now, just because we wanted to. And let's jump into these topics. Oh, Shay, that boy Tony is going after old Shay. T busy. Talking about the same cat that my boy Deshaun Watson got out of that situation. 26 women came out of nowhere.
Wait a minute, he the same one? Did he represent them too?
Yeah.
They went after Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, P. Diddy.
And Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. And now Shay. Over a breakup. Sound like. Or this young lady got, she was feeling herself too much. she thought she was a little more than what she was, or it was a scheme the whole time to rob my boy. You know, I hate to be a skeptic like that because we don't know the situation. But the fact that it was a consensual situation just... That's a whole lot going on right there.
Man,
and,
you know, I don't like to talk on these subjects.
Yeah, I don't either. Because
I'm skeptical and I don't want to come off harsh because, but this is the thing, man. I got 3 daughters, 8 sisters, you know, and a mama. So I'm surrounded by women.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to, but I tell my family like this, man, please don't wait 4, 5, 2, 3. If somebody sexually assaults you, don't go back and let them do it again.
Man.
Don't keep putting yourself in the same situation. I mean, I don't know.
Inviting them over. So they sexually assaulted you before, but now you're inviting them over to your house.
To do it again?
I don't understand that.
I mean, that part, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying that part is baffling to me. Yeah. And that's just pretty much all I want to say about that. Yeah, because I don't want to offend nobody, turn nobody off, think I'm taking side. I don't know Shay like that. Yeah. The only thing I know about Shay, I love all the little country sayings he say. Yeah. And him and Ocho, I love how they go back and forth and laugh and joke and still keep it moving. Yep. And other than that, he was a good tight end, but anything else than that, I'm not even going. Yeah, but I mean, but I'm just. What about Tony Buzbee though? I mean, what's going down there, man? Like my guy, and I mean, we talked about this before. You know, how does he keep finding these people from? That's the thing. How does he keep finding these people? How do these people keep finding him? I'm sure this is a situation where this young lady may have reached out to him. Yeah, but how do... you want to know how? NDAs. Yeah. He gets his hands on these NDAs. He got the hands on the NDAs for Deshaun Watson from the Texans, who gave Deshaun Watson the NDA to give to the young women to give them massages at the hotels in a separate room that they, got for him to receive these massages. And they, at the end of the day, NDAs mean nothing anymore. I'm going to say it like this. When you're outside of the workplace, quit doing jobs. I mean, what massage therapists go to hotel rooms to give massages? That's not a good look or a good... But a lot of massage therapists have their own business. Yeah, and absolutely. Now, I got the Houston Texans calling me, or I got the New England Patriots calling me, or I got the Dallas Cowboys, whoever I got calling me. That's a great client. Yeah, absolutely. I got potentially 53 opportunities to put my hands and earn $1 on these dudes. Absolutely. But you got to have, all money ain't necessarily good money. Absolutely. Because if I can't massage your quarterback at my own private studio, rather than going to his hotel room, maybe it need not to be done. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, sometimes you got to think, I mean, that's how I think, man. You're right, but I mean, how often does that opportunity come across to a young, pretty masseuse? All the time. Shit. You can make some money all the time. Everybody want to pay you. Everybody want to pay you to get out. I mean, most males. Yeah, so that come across all the time. But this is the thing. Either you're a masseuse or you're not. If you have a studio, or else and then I know people that have had private masseuse to come to their home. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And they have, I have so if they can do it, for sure a starting quarterback in the NFL can get somebody to come to the hotel. Right? The hotel ain't your house. Yeah, you're right. The hotel ain't your house. You're right. But which one is more safe? Somebody's house? I mean, this is the whole thing. I have actually had a massage therapist come to our house, but we had friends over. It's 5 or 6 people getting massages. Yeah. But all this here, and then, I just don't want to get into it. Yeah. That's just a little too cozy. Yeah. A hotel room to go get a massage. Hey, man, I'm just saying. That's like... I hate this with Shannon. Need to get a wife. Dude be outside. I say, hey, man, that boy trying to fight John Morant, daddy. Nah, you know what I'm saying? He on IG. You know what? Shannon just need he need to move to Vegas. Man. Then when somebody come see you, it's all documented. Hey, man. I paid this much money for this person to come see me. Yeah. Move to Nevada. Yeah. And you can do this. I mean, only way he ended up there is if King James ended up there playing for somebody. He gonna be where LeBron at. Well, I don't know what that's about. I don't even know why Shay in LA like that. Well,
he played for the Broncos and the Ravens.
Well, that's where all the opportunities is in media.
Yeah, no doubt. But he's created his own opportunities. In
he
don't leave his house.
Yeah, you could be anywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think with when he was on with First Take with Skip, all that's in L.A.
Oh yeah.
So he got a house in Denver also supposedly. You know, but anyway, man, I don't know. These guys,
yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you like, right, these guys got to learn how to keep their nose clean, man.
Hey, man,
they just don't.
Hey, these NDAs mean nothing, man, because this boy Tony Buzbee buzzing right through them hoes. NDA means nothing.
Nothing means nothing.
I mean, the U.S. dollar
means nothing.
Absolutely not.
Go to another country. Go to another country. They be like, you gotta flip that over.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing over here. That is backed by the faith and trust of the U.S. government. Ain't got nothing to do with Singapore.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll take it though.
Yeah.
We'll take it though, cause we ain't got much dollars as y'all. But nah, man, no, it's
I hate it for Shay.
Yeah, I hate it for
everybody involved, man. You know,
that's just brutal, man. And, and what I am glad about is, you know, she's listed as Jane Doe in the document.
No, they calling her name though.
They calling her name out.
Yeah,
letting you know where she come from and her screen name on OnlyFans. Like, put it out there. Y'all put him out there, so I'm gonna tell you like this. Appreciate that.
If you're on OnlyFans.
But how does that work though? If you're in because you know you're not really supposed to talk about anything that's taking place in court. So if you are in a court in a case, but it hasn't been to court yet, so I guess they can't really dictate who says what.
Yeah, the judge haven't issued no gag order, so you can say what you want to say.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, as far as I know,
and I appreciate that. I hope more people. I wish Deshaun Watson would have done that with all 26 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Call the name.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, it's...
Hey, I'm down with Beyonce on that. say their name. Say their name.
And I'm only backing Deshaun because he was, you know...
the Houston Texans was paying for it.
Everything.
The Houston Texans was paying for it.
Yeah.
But then nobody go after them.
Yeah, he was found innocent, but everybody still talk bad about him.
Oh, yeah. So
you know, Jay-Z found innocent.
The people still want to put his name next to him.
You know? And, you know, Buzbee need to, you know, I ain't going to say nothing. Buzbee, leave me alone, dog. But, bro, like, your name keep coming up around all these black men. And I ain't see your name around Harvey Weinstein. I ain't seen your name around none of them other people that's got this craziness going on. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's looking real, you know, suspect. Real suspect on your behalf, big dog. Is all I'm trying to tell you. You know
looking crabbish to me, trying to pull crabs in a barrel, trying to pull somebody else down.
Yeah, man, consistently.
Because so far, he haven't won a lot. He just messed people's name up.
Yeah, defamation of character, man.
Yeah,
defamation of character. And he winning because he getting paid by the people that's dragging out these long lawsuits. You know, he got court fees they got to pay.
Oh yeah, but
you know,
but he's not winning no bunch of money for his client.
Yeah, but how does it work when you call me to go sue these people and then you lose? Am I on the hook for the bread? No. Or is that just a chance you took?
No, that's not a person that got to pay that. The one that hired you got to pay.
That's what I'm saying. But he's calling these people. He's looking at the NDAs, going down this list.
Calling if he calling them, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I wonder what that agreement is like. You know? Oh no, this is on me. Boy,
but you know, that boy been taking that's a whole lot of lawyers work on that. If I win, but if somebody give you $10 million just not to even go to court with it. Yeah, and then now your lawyer get 30%. That $3 million. That's real easy to figure out.
Who sued Diddy, or is it just
a whole bunch of folks?
Going out?
I don't know.
I understand a whole bunch. I'm saying, but who put him in jail? Oh, is it just the government going after him?
Yeah, the government going.
Because they had probable cause, I guess.
Yeah.
Right on.
But anyway, let's get to sports and tech.
Who Shannon be at them games at courtside with? I mean, I thought that was the dresser. You talking about the dude that pick out his outfits?
Yeah, then he quit being with him. When
people get to talking? Yeah,
man. So, you know, don't nobody know what Shannon doing. And I tell people just like this here. That's why bedroom got doors on them.
Yeah.
When you close them, don't nobody know what you're doing.
Oh, you seen that? You seen that show on Amazon called Underground Railroad?
Nah,
Tony Buzbee remind me of the slave catcher.
Oh yeah.
That boy going after them boys, man.
Hey, that's what Shaka Zulu did too. See, Shaka Zulu will run you down and put you, say you to. She did.
That's what Shaka was doing?
Yeah, Shaka was selling people to the colonial. Yeah.
Oh, you for real?
Shaka Zulu.
So Shaka needed his ass whooped. Like Shaka wasn't that. Shaka ain't cool, is what you're saying.
No, Shaka was cool.
How he was cool in selling us to the slaves?
So, hey, because if Shaka come for me, I'm gonna Shaka.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Shaka
saying.
going out. But
Yeah.
they were just everybody was scared of Shaka. Then Shaka had an army. Shaka was doing everything. No, he wasn't just doing that. He was taking territory.
It sounded like they just romanticized genocide and selling slavery.
The same way they do the mafia and Michael Jordan. Romanticized.
Shaka Zulu the enemy. I didn't realize this the whole time.
Go look at the Shaka did everything though.
Yeah.
Shaka did.
So he wasn't just selling people.
Shaka killed the colonials too.
Oh, so he killed them and he sold slaves too.
Shaka would take some from everybody, enslave everybody. Shaka had no filter.
Shaka was a bigot. He didn't care.
Shaka
he was for his people.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was for the Zulu nation.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you wasn't Zulu, you wasn't Shaka.
You got to go.
It didn't have nothing to do with black or white. It had something to do with Zulu.
Yeah, okay. So he was for his people.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't do his people like that.
All right.
He led his because he enslaved some colonials. He enslaved some black people.
Hey, Ricky, I ain't know about Shaka like that.
Yeah,
I thought Shaka was, just down for the cause, but Shaka on everybody's side. Shaka on Zulu side.
No, Shaka on his own side.
Shaka on Zulu side.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, hey, Shay, hey man, I don't know what to tell you dog about Tony. I don't know what to tell you.
But just keep your head up, man. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. And we're gonna keep it moving too. And moving on. Next subject. If you didn't know, we've been on this Zay watch, since before. We ain't bandwagon with Zay. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of people out there gonna be bandwagon now that she doing what she do, and got drafted by the Washington Mystics. And turn around, and the Mystics done signed up to a 3-year, $285,000 contract, which is good money in the WNBA, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Which is dang good money in the WNBA, by the way.
Especially for a 32nd pick.
With a 4-year option. So, obviously, she done already showed some people some things. And they've committed to her. Okay? Hey, Zay, we proud of you, baby. Coming to watch you in D.C. I got another reason to come out there and slide up to Baltimore and get some more fish and chips. And slide right back down to D.C. on that train and come watch you play, man. Proud of you, man. So proud of you, Zay. Do what it do, girl. Hey, we're going to have you back on the show soon. By the way, we'll let y'all know when that goes
we'll
down.
let y'all know.
We'll let y'all know what's
good. But, hey, is she in D.C.? Just go to D.C. DC fish is the same. No, for real. DC fish is just as good or better than Baltimore. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know.
Well, I mean, I enjoy Baltimore too, though. I enjoy the people up there.
Yeah,
man.
Go to
It was some streets. I was on my little. I take my scooter around.
Yeah. Some streets they don't go down.
Hey, I had to hit that script. I don't know nobody around here. Script. A couple times when I was in B-mode, man. But no, everybody was cool, man. Everybody was real cool. I ain't had no issues, no problems.
Baltimore,
beautiful city. Nobody talks about that side of Baltimore. Beautiful city. But I saw a sign. This man was making these cutting boards, out of wood and designing, and had some cool stuff on them. And one of them said, "There's more to Baltimore than murder." It's like damn. So y'all know.
Oh yeah, Baltimore.
So y'all already know. That's what people know around here.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, moving along. On to that NBA, man. So that boy Nico Harrison, feeling real froggy, decided to come out and say a few words that he could have kept in his head. My boy Nico Harrison and messed around and said he didn't realize the love the fans had for Luka Doncic. My boy, your job is to stay in tune and connected with what the fans want, with what the fans love, so that you can continue to fill up this arena. People keep...
Was it worth $100 million? Was it worth $300 million?
We looking at it as a business?
Yeah.
Yes. As a business, absolutely.
Absolutely not.
As a business?
As a business, absolutely not.
See,
because this is the whole thing.
Tickets are sold out before the season starts because of Luka.
Okay, but do you think that that's gonna make up $300 million?
I would like to see. I mean, I got to do the numbers.
I'm gonna say it like this. This is what I think. I think this is finna be a trend.
You think so?
When these guys
come up for that
max deal,
it's time
to go. We're going to trade them. And guess what? Not only did you say the whole NBA millions of dollars, because guess what? Whoever get him can only pay him 200 and some million now. They ain't got to pay him 300 million.
Yeah, not now.
Not now, because now if he would have stayed with the Mavs, this is going to be a trend. Are these players that is so fabulous, but they haven't delivered? I'm finna pay you like you have already delivered. No, I'm ship you somewhere else.
Why do people keep talking like he couldn't come back here?
Oh, he could.
Because he still hadn't extended his contract, has he?
No.
He'll be a free agent this offseason, right?
Yeah, but no matter who's signing, you only got to sign him for 200 and something million. Not the 321.
Yeah.
So they saved whoever signed him $100 million.
Oh, for sure.
Even if they sign him back.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm gonna tell you like this, I don't even think Luka want to sign back with Dallas. He loved Dallas, but the way they did him, you cost me $100 million. Now you want me to come back? I think he might have do it just because he hurt.
But we might have bought you a championship, Luka. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What if Nico playing chess, not checkers?
Yeah. He already playing.
I've seen it happen in the major league several times.
He already playing chess. He already, because he done saved whoever $100 million off the top. He already playing chess. Everybody else still, everybody else, they're not even playing checkers. They playing tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, man. Like I'm just
Nico's ahead of the game for financially.
Oh, for sure.
But for as what people love, we're going to, this year going to show some of this love is false love before the day over.
Hey, man,
Before the day over.
Fake
people
friends.
love, people love what they hear more than what they see.
Hey, man. Hey, it's all time related.
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately? Yeah, we love Luka today, but had the Mavericks got to the playoffs and done something, if Kyrie was still healthy, I think the Mavericks could have done something. These playoffs, at least made some noise and upset somebody. If they would have had Luka and the health of Kyrie, they could have made a run like they did last year. Absolutely, without AD.
Yeah, but if they had to say they got to the finals last year.
I think they had a better team. If they still had Grimes here, if none of those moves took place, I think that was to help the NBA. That move with Grimes was an NBA move. That was to see if we can push Philly along and somehow get them into the playoffs.
And that was also a move to help the NBA
financially.
This is going to be, I could be wrong, but I think every time these guys, who got that other contract? Jaylen Brown got it last year?
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
He might not. They might be the last ones to get it, man.
My boy, I don't know who else got that contract.
But I
think Giannis got that contract. That Supermax you talking about?
Yeah, that Supermax is this year was the first test of waters.
Yeah. I mean, and if Luka, it's only a few players that still possibly can get the Supermax if Luka ain't getting it.
That's SGA.
AE.
Who?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Minnesota ain't letting that young buck go.
We'll see.
They ain't.
We'll see.
Hey.
When it coming up at the end of this year?
It's coming up soon.
We said the same thing about Luka last year.
Yeah, but that's different.
We'll see. Now, I don't see the difference because they beat Minnesota last year. I don't see the difference.
I see the difference.
Athletically, but
yes,
but
growth-wise.
This is the thing.
Anthony Edwards again hit more threes this year. He led the league in 3-point makes.
Check his percentage out, though. We're gonna talk about that later.
What is it? Do you know it? Have you seen it?
In the low 30s. Low 30s or high 20s, one of them.
Well, they say, if the math that they was...
You got to shoot 35, 36%.
That's it. So he close. And we're not talking about his ability to, Anyways, Nico Harrison, bro.
Yeah.
Nico what?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing.
If y'all don't know what I meant. Nico what?
I don't think nobody could have estimated how much the fans love Luka.
Yeah. Yeah, the only two times, absolutely.
The only 2 times I've ever seen anything even close to that is when the Mavericks traded Luka and when LeBron took his towel stuff. You know, when they burned his jersey, they pulled out some caskets too on LeBron.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah.
But now, you know, fans are more, I don't know even the word.
Hey,
they more to live their life through their superstar athletes than before.
Oh, absolutely, because they got more access to them.
Yeah.
They got more access to them. So Ryan asked a question about the WNBA. We're going to crank back real quick. Ryan said, what needs to change in the WNBA for more views? What needs to change in the WNBA for more views? What do you think?
I think the change is already taking place.
And what is that?
In Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all of these young ladies.
Conservative young ladies.
That's what the WNBA need. They need
Haley Van Liths.
Let me say it like this. They need less Brittany Grinders and more Angel Reese's and Caitlin Clarks.
Yeah. But let's be real about this real quick. How tall is Brittany Griner?
6'6" or 7" or something. She pretty tall.
That
Maybe
whole,
6 or 7 or 6'8".
Hey, I understand why Brittany went that route. She ain't got that many numbers around. Her, 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", 5'6", 5'7" girls, they got a lot of choices. 6'8"? Who she choosing from? Huh? And do they like 6'8" women?
Say, man. Let me tell you something.
Shaq always had something.
Hey.
5'8".
Hey, I'm tell you like hey, 6'8" women. Do you know what 6'8" women like?
What's good, baby?
You know what 6'8" women like? What's a real man? It don't matter if he's 5'8", 6'1", but they like a real, because a real man ain't worried about all that.
Oh, no doubt about it. But how many real men like 6'8" women? Like to marry him.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. If she right, you better.
Hey, I done climbed some trees in my day.
Hey.
I love climbing trees. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. 6'8". I'm gonna need somebody at the bottom of the tree with their hands like this.
I'm gonna tell you like this here.
I need a boost around this.
She might have run across one of the ball boys. Be like they daddy, cause they daddy said, "I married a tall woman to make sure my boys go to the NBA." That's what LeVar said. Somebody might, if a tall man married a tall woman, boy, they gonna have some tall children.
Yeah, no doubt. And that happens like that too. Yeah. They need a player to take a villain role and win championships, than someone to be a hero like a golden child. I mean, Caitlin Clark already is a golden child. So I guess I don't know. In the eyes of many, Brittany Griner was the. Diana Taurasi was the villain, really.
But this is not
because of what she was saying when before Caitlin got drafted and while she was doing what she was doing.
But it just takes certain people. It just takes certain people change the whole game, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And I think Caitlin is the right one for the job,
man. Hey,
and Angel Reese also, because Angel Reese is getting. She's more popular for her beauty almost than she is for basketball.
Yeah, no doubt. And Dallas got us one now. Paige Becker's going to be a force. Yeah. We'll see how the wings and how people. I don't think it's going to be the same effect as Caitlin Clark. I think what's done is done.
Yeah.
The Caitlin Clark effect is here. It ain't going nowhere. She's going to be the highest paid player, highest viewed, most watched, all that.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone else is going to benefit from it. It is what it is, Yeah. Just because, didn't nobody else come in shooting like that.
Yeah, and this is the whole thing.
And that's
like
what
we
people
was talking about influence.
I agree with you, though, Ryan.
Angel Reese is going to have, Caitlin Clark is going to have the skills influence.
Yeah.
Angel Reese got the beauty influence, man. Just like AI.
Yeah.
They influence that AI. If it's just looking like Angel Reese is having the same effect on these young ladies coming behind her.
Oh, no doubt.
They want to be, beautiful and made up and all that rather than looking a certain kind of way.
Yeah, they want all the.
They want to be made up instead of tatted up.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna leave it like that. And then after that, I got one more thing.
Tat
I got one more thing to say, Jay.
Tat it up.
I got one more thing to say.
What's
Do
that?
You know what that is?
What's that?
Nico what?
Nico what?
Nico what? Nico what?
Come on, dog. You tripping. All right, now on to more NBA talk.
Yeah.
On the East Side, you know, NBA playoffs, huh?
NBA.
You know, we was talking about them Pacers long time ago, long time ago, when nobody else is mentioning the Pacers. All they talking about is them Celtics and the Cavaliers and the Bucks and the Lakers and the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, you know, and the Mavs. Wasn't nobody talking about no Indiana Pacers, but hey, y'all can go back to earlier in this season. Y'all can go to last season we was talking about the Pacers. And who was their coach?
Rick Carlisle.
Damn on Jim Carrey 2.0.
So that's all I can say.
Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle know how to coach, man.
Hey.
I don't know nobody say.
Telling you, man. Hey, they got length. They got size to match. And give Boston real problems the same way they did last year. Except they got a healthy and confident Ty Halliburton playing right now. Talking big-ish to Dame Lillard. And all the other Bucks on the squad. Who was in the Eastern Conference Championship last year?
Indiana and Boston, wasn't it?
I believe so, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Halliburton got hurt.
And Halliburton got hurt, and they was giving Boston issues until then.
Yeah.
Until them boys did that old Kawhi Leonard injury where you stick your foot out and make them jump on it. You do like this right here. Stick that foot out and then look this way. Act like you ain't do it on purpose. And then after you fall and jump on your foot, you turn around like this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they did last year. Hey, man. Hey, Indiana Pacers, don't be alarmed.
Yeah, don't count Indiana out. Don't count them out. And you know
when these boys end up in the finals.
Yeah. You know,
hey, I tell you what, I put my money on Rick Carlisle before I put it on Kristaps Porzingis.
I put my money on Rick Carlisle before I put my money on a lot of people, man.
I'm telling you.
You know, it's just.
I'm telling you.
I know everybody think that I'm skeptical and all that, man, but, you know, I like Boston players, but I'm just not no.
Are you skeptical, though?
Yeah, I'm skeptical about Jason. I'm skeptical about Jason Tatum and all them dudes, man. I just don't see them guys to me. Yeah. To me. They just don't come off to me.
Jaylen Brown come off as that dude.
Yeah, to a certain degree. But he don't come off, neither one of them come off as, well, you know, it's very few people that even come off as that dude anyway.
Yeah.
So for them not to do it, I mean, you know, they're coming with a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people that, you know, I just don't think that, you know, Boston, they won it, and Boston got size and defense. That's what
they do.
Yeah. And that's what's probably going to win it for. If they win it again, that's what they're going to win it on.
Indiana got the same thing. But they're a little rougher.
Yeah, and a little younger.
I'm telling you, man. So, tell me this. Who you got? Do you got Milwaukee? You think Kyle Kuzma is enough to get Milwaukee past Indiana in his first round?
Kyle Kuzma and
you know, he with Milwaukee. You know, he don't. You
no,
know, they don't have.
I'm taking Indiana. No, I'm taking Indiana.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's rough out there in Milwaukee right now, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this.
I don't know why you let go of your boy Chris.
You know, they talk about all these. See, and this is the thing.
My boy Chris Middleton was the truth for them boys, man. But he was hurt.
Excellence used to be equated with winning. Now excellence is equated with individual statistics. Because everybody talk about Giannis and all these dudes. Man, these dudes barely won one championship, man.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep.
They keep talking about what they would have did to this person, that person. Man, you can't even do it to the one. If you would have did this in the 60s or 70s, do it to these boys.
If was a fifth,
boy, you be tipsy. Everybody be tipsy in the club.
Performance enhancing drink.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, all these boys be saying this and that. But then when I look at their record, they haven't done as much. It don't. What they have done don't match with what come out their mouth.
Yeah.
Because ain't none of them did that much, man.
Yeah.
They got a lot of individual statistics, but they don't have lot of championships to go with it.
Man, that's wild. So, I mean, you know, we got some great series going on this east side, not just this Bucks one, right?
Oh, yeah. We're in the west side, too.
Hey, that Orlando Magic and Boston Celtics, who you got in that one, huh? Of course, Boston coming up out that thing.
I got Boston.
Yeah, Orlando just a little too young, a little too inexperienced. Yeah, but this is gonna be some great experience for that young, young crew.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it remind me of a young Orlando Magic team back when Shaq was playing with them boys, young Shaq and young Penny. You know, just too young.
Yeah, just too young, not quite ready to go.
But people can see the future though.
Oh yeah.
And them boys, hey, if they would have come in as a 2 or a 3 seed, a 4 seed, and didn't have to come in against the Boston boys, they might have got a couple dubs in this playoff run right here, but not today. And Miami Heat versus the Cleveland Cavs. Who you got in that one, though? Who you got winning that thing, man? You think Tyler Hero is enough?
I got the Cavs.
I do too. I don't think Tyler Hero. He is not Shaka Zulu.
Bam Adebayo is my. I put more on Bam Adebayo than I do Tyler Hero.
Yeah,
Bam Adebayo is their best player.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. But you know,
and what's that other dude they got? Hero, and they got another one.
Robinson.
Yeah,
Robinson. Dylan, I think.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, he can shoot that thing though, and he got some size. But I mean, there's more to the game than shooting.
Than 3-pointers.
Absolutely.
You know, the analytics said that. You know, I seen that article this week.
Hey, he ain't no Tom Chambers, huh?
No, he ain't.
Hey, Tyler Hero ain't no Tom Chambers. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
No.
No, we trying to tell you.
There's a whole lot of people ain't Tom Chambers.
Yeah, man. And then last but not least, you got them Detroit Pistons and them New York Knickerbockers. I believe Detroit's down 2-0 right now.
I thought Detroit won a game. They didn't win.
Did they win a game? Hey, I could be wrong.
I could be wrong too. But I got New York.
You got New York winning?
Yeah, and the reason I got New York is I really don't know a lot about Detroit.
I mean, they got that boy from Arlington, Texas, going in, Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
They're another very just muck it up type team.
Out, you know.
They young, but it's gonna be a physical game every time they step on the floor. They got Isaiah Stewart. That boy tried to fight LeBron. You know he don't care about life.
Well, you know this is the whole thing.
Oh, it is tied 1-1. Oh my.
Yeah, and then you know that boy. You know he can say all he wants to. He didn't try to fight LeBron until a whole bunch of people got between them.
Well, you know.
At first they were right up by him. Now at first, go look at the tape. They were just like this. He just wiped his eye water, went over there, then he went crazy.
Because he was bleeding.
Yeah, no, he went crazy because a lot of people between them.
That too. But nah, he rough now.
I mean,
Isaiah Stewart ain't no punk now.
I didn't say he was.
Yeah.
Neither is Draymond Green.
Yeah.
But every time he get up to LeBron, he walk away.
I think Draymond is a punk. I think he a bully.
Yeah, exactly. But this is the thing though. Draymond is one of them people that you have to. Because what's
he ain't gonna back down.
No, because what's his name? Ennis Cantor.
Yeah,
he kicked him in the balls. And then Ennis Cantor talked a whole bunch of stuff, and Draymond kicked him again, and Ennis didn't do nothing. That's all I'm saying. Can't win with him. Can't do it.
Hey, can't win with him.
I mean, I'm just saying. A lot of these boys. A lot of these boys, I'm gonna say it like this, like we used to say. Us old dudes used to say they just selling wolf tickets.
Mm-hmm.
They just selling
wolf tickets.
Because there ain't no real wolf. They just selling wolf tickets.
They don't want the smoke. They don't really want the smoke.
Nah.
Hey, the only ones, Dame Lillard and Darren Williams. Them the only hoopers I believe can fight.
Yeah, they got it.
I'm sure there's a few more out there. But I know them too.
They can fight other basketball players. They can't fight nobody. They can't fight nobody else.
Deron Williams knocked Frank Gore out the ring. And that also put into perspective how big these NBA dudes are.
Yeah, because everybody thought Frank Gore was big. Until they saw him out there. Everybody thought Frank Gore was stocky and all that shit.
Until they saw Darren Williams 6'4".
Made him look like a little boy.
He's like, is he fighting his little nephew? That can't be Frank Gore.
No, that's
that little kid in there with a diaper on, man. Nah, man. That was funny. But moving on to that.
We going to the west side?
We was on the east side, you know. Now it's time to go to the west side. The best side. As far as I'm concerned around here, you see I got my khakis and my shoes on. You know how we get down.
But he ain't got no khakis and house shoes.
I'm in DFW. You know what I'm saying?
He in Dallas. He just perpetrating on. Like they say, he perpetrating on fraud. Nah.
We in the Southwest around this junk. Hey, what up, Freedom? They Blues. Let's go, Lakers. Dame should have played. Dame played yesterday, didn't he?
Dame, yeah, he was supposed to.
He didn't play.
I didn't even.
I thought he played yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan said Dame should have played.
Well, they had him scheduled to play.
Freedom say Golden State Warriors. Hey, you feeling good about them boys right now, ain't you, dog?
Yeah.
You feeling real good. That boy Jimmy Buckets. Playoff Jimmy. Yeah, man, but we ain't talking about that yet.
We ain't talking about that yet.
Not yet. We're going to talk about the surprise of the summer. It ain't even summer yet.
I'll call you back after a while.
Hey, ain't Fanny.
All right.
That's ain't Fanny?
No, that's Fanny. You ain't Fanny.
That's my Ain't Fanny?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's Ain't Fanny. Hey, Ain't Fanny. How you doing, Ain't Fanny? We love you, baby. Yeah, so this first series, we're going to talk about these Nuggets versus these Clippers. All right, right now I believe Denver's up 2-0 in this series, right?
No, the Clippers 1-1.
Oh, is it 1-1 now?
I think it's 1-1. Again.
It's 1-1.
Yeah, the Clippers won the last
game.
game.
Man. Hey, James Harden and a healthy Kawhi Leonard is a problem. That man hands so big, huh? That boy shoot the rock, he be like this and the ball still coming off his fingers. He's in his follow through, but the ball's still coming off his hand. That man hands massive.
How long he gonna stay healthy? 3 games.
Hey,
again, before the playoffs over, he gonna be hurt.
Because he took quite a substantial time off. I'm wondering if he stayed off enough to actually heal.
Is this his first time taking substantial time off?
No.
Thank you. So
I was wondering why you was looking at me like that.
We keep on thinking. all I'm saying, man, is that, you know, Kawhi Leonard, he just like everybody else. He did more with more. He ain't did more with less.
Yep.
You know, you play with San Antonio.
He had that much in Toronto now. He had Siakam.
Siakam had his best year. He had Pascal averaged 19 points a year.
B- player. B player. Siakam is a B player. He had Landry at point guard. In the clutch, he's an F.
Kyle
Lowry. Kyle Lowry. That's what I'm talking about. He what?
Kyle Lowry is a tough dude, man.
I beg to differ.
Okay.
I never had confidence in Kyle Lowry.
The only thing that Kyle Lowry ever did was lost to LeBron in the Eastern Conference Final about 3 times in a row. Man, he had Kyle Lowry, he had Fred VanVleet, he had Serge Ibaka.
Ibaka was straight.
Yeah, he had Pascal Siakam. He was straight too.
He was young, but he was straight.
But that was his career year.
Yeah.
That was his best year he ever had.
He was grinding for that.
Yeah, so he had a squad too. He had more than. Who did he beat that
ain't a squad? That ain't a LeBron squad.
That ain't what LeBron squad?
That ain't a LeBron squad. That ain't a Kyrie and Kevin Love and all the other stars that he bring along with him. That ain't one of them squads. Like that's a pretty, you know, everybody playing their role and doing it well on that team.
You can't say that about the LeBron team. Kevin Love didn't play his role well because every time he counted, he didn't fit what Kevin Love was now.
Kyrie did.
1 year.
J.R. Smith played up.
Played up because J.R. Smith had a lot of years with Carmelo and all them. LeBron made them dudes better than look better.
Anderson Varejao, was he a center?
No, that was the first one. That was his first trip.
Who was the second one?
That's when J.R. Smith and them was there on the second trip.
Yeah, but Anderson Varejao was the big boy. The first one was the big white boy.
It was Gauskas and Varejao. They was there with his first trip to to Cleveland.
Yeah,
they wasn't there the second trip. Neither one of them.
So who was his big in Cleveland? I forget. I can't even think.
Your boy from Texas, Tristan Thompson.
Oh yeah, Tristan Thompson. That boy 6'9".
Yeah, Tristan Thompson. All them dudes, man.
6'9", playing center.
That's all I'm saying, man. You know.
Tristan.
Yeah, we go again with this
Kardashian.
Stuff. You better just go check.
Tristan should have changed his name to Kardashian.
Yeah, check Kawhi's resume, man. His resume
but I mean,
is so sketchy,
in San Antonio he had them boys, but I can't say the same about Toronto. He had some B's and C's on Toronto.
He had the best team
in the East.
They played
well, though.
He had the best team in the East.
Yeah, and
at that time.
And the best team in the league.
Yeah, cause they won. So
won
he had the best. See, he had B's. The rest of them had C's and D's.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that cause that particular year, Pascal Siakam was one of the best forwards in the whole NBA. Go look at the numbers. He averaged 19 and 10 that year. Pascal did.
We got to focus on the West, though.
Yeah. We back up. Yeah, we get distracted, y'all. Please.
It's all good. This is my uncle right here.
This is a talk show.
For real, my uncle, man.
We just talking.
So we just chopping it up.
And this one thing about this, you ain't got never worry about no IG slip-ups.
None of that.
No biscuits coming out the oven half done.
Hey, what social media you on, huh?
None.
Not a now.
This whole time you'll see me.
Not a
whole
now.
time you'll see me.
Hey, Potter, you say that now another better than anybody say that now another Potter.
But anyway, back to the NBA.
So, I mean, that's going to be a great series, man. James Harden, he looking like Houston Harden.
Not quite that good.
Almost. And then we got Toronto, Kawhi, doing a thing, man. And, hey, Westbrook looking like Westbrook.
Yeah.
He is who he is. He going to jack up some shots, but he also going to fill up that stat column. He going to play.
Oh, yeah,
and do it well for you.
They're gonna play
absolutely, man.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, Denver, you can't fire your head coach 3 days, 3 games left in the season and expect
but I'm still
to do
gonna take
something in the
Denver.
playoffs. I'm gonna take the Clippers in this one, huh?
I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Yeah. I should take Denver, but I'm gonna take the Clippers in this. Just based off,
Because I don't think Kawhi can play 4 games in a row.
LA got to have one team make it to the next round. So I'm going to take the Clippers.
I'm taking the Lakers to make it to the next round.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, really.
Hey, man, Jordan didn't have a Jordan before he played, but AE got a Jordan. Next up, Memphis Grizzlies and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Who you got taking this one? You got the Thunder taking it? Yeah, man.
I got Thunder.
Hey, say, man. Say, man. Say, man. Hey, them Grizzlies, man, they was tripping, man. They was tripping out there, fam.
Yeah, all right, Ja got to get his mind on some different stuff, and he got to get some help.
Yeah.
The first thing more than anything, he needs some help.
Hey, man, Yao Ming's son, he taking on a bigger role. You know what I'm talking about?
You say, I know.
Yao Ming's son, you know what I'm talking about.
That's why I got choked.
A.E. Jordan boy, Zach Edey is Yao Ming boy. Y'all can't tell me that boy don't look like Yao Ming, man.
Oh, well, then this is the thing.
Ain't too many 7'4" hoopers walking around America.
Well, if A.E. is Jordan boy, you ain't got to worry about him for a couple more years.
No, because that next generation gonna come along a little quicker than the first generation. They gonna come around because
it ain't happened yet. Ain't now one of Rick Barry's sons better than him.
Oh no, Rick.
Ain't now one of Michael Jordan's sons better.
Well, no,
Bronny good, but yeah.
The sons in Jordan's households didn't have to go through no struggle.
No, yeah.
They ain't get to the league. But them other ones, them Illies, Jimmy Butler and A.E., he got 2 in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, well, one
both of them was in Minnesota at one point.
One of them, one of them got LeBron issues, and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. It's all we'll get to Jimmy in a second. But,
you already know who it is.
Yeah. So you got the Thunder over the Grizzlies in this one. I got you on that one. Yeah. All right. Next up, we're going to get to it right now. We got them E4O, and shout out E40, man. They got you on the video game, NBA 2K. Yes, sir. Super fan.
Yeah, falling water.
Hey, if we got any super fans out there, man, we got the super chat wide open. Hit your boy. Hey, Kyle Lowry is trash. Hey, get started, Ryan. I want to hear it, because Kyle Lowry is trash. Okay. That boy can't hit a 3 in the clutch to save his life or in a big game. It don't even got to be in the clutch. Okay. It just got to be a game with something on the line, and your boy going,
There's a whole lot of dudes trash if Kyle Lowry trash.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of trash, dude.
I agree.
Yeah.
Completely.
Well, Well, the NBA got a lot of dudes that don't get me started. But that's a whole nother story.
If y'all put Chris Paul in the Hall of Fame, y'all better get Kevin Johnson there at the same time.
Chris Paul barely better than Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry turns Chris Paul is too. Shit, go shit. What have Chris Paul done over and over? Nothing.
He would have done more had they not blocked that trade.
If it was a field.
If Chris Paul and Kobe was on the squad. Goodness.
If Chris Paul and Kobe was on the squad, Kobe wouldn't have no 5 rings.
Yeah. He might have 6.
No, he might have 4 or 3. Shit. Chris Paul, man, y'all got Chris Paul way overrated.
Man, Chris Paul was cold, man.
He ain't, go look at him and Kyle Lowry's resume. Go look at him. They're way closer than you think they is.
Played nobody.
Okay. That's what Chris Paul ain't either.
He in the West.
That's what I say. Who have he played?
He in the West.
Who is?
Chris Paul.
Who have he played?
Everybody.
They beat him. Everybody beat him too. Who have he beat? Nobody. Come on, man.
Well, he had the same coaches as Giannis and.
Come on, man. Y'all. We got our favorite players, and we're going to say it like that.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry is not your favorite player around, so don't bring up Chris Paul. Because you go check their resumes and see if that's going to be way closer to. We talk, man, I done proved that to you too now. Now, you can't go just on one that they senior year. You got to go all the way back to their sophomore, junior year.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about some of that later on.
So, who you got in this one?
I got the Lakers.
No, we ain't done yet.
Oh, okay. Who I got?
We still in the Bay Area and the 713. Ace time.
Oh, I got Golden State.
Golden State winning this one?
Over H-Town, yeah.
But H-Town's a 2 seed though.
H-Town play hero ball.
Yeah.
What's his name? Green?
Yeah.
Play hero ball, man. That's what hurt all these boys. They play hero ball.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to go back and look at Jordan when Phil Jackson said, Michael, who open? He said, Steve open. What? Pass him the ball.
If you know it. If you know how to do better.
And then what happened when he passed it? He hit the shot. Then he did the same thing with John Paxson. He asked him, he said, Michael, who open?
Paxson first.
Yeah, John Paxson. He did the same. Who open? Michael John. Well, pass him the ball. And then what John do? Hit the shot.
Yeah.
These boys don't know what passing, but then
boys playing with their head down.
Nah, you know what?
They get a decision and they play with their head down.
And then
instead of what's beautiful about Luka, he can't go fast.
Yeah,
so he always got his head up.
So he got his head. He goes slow as a turtle.
You know what I'm saying? He can't go fast. He don't got another gear. So he's always eyes open, saying live, stuff like that. That's what's beautiful. But I got to go to stay in this one too.
Yeah, I got
I think Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green and Steph, man, it looks a lot better than I thought it would. I wasn't very impressed with it. I didn't think it was enough. I don't know if it's enough to get to the finals, but they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah.
If they can keep Steph open, if Jimmy can draw a double team, because he is a mismatch.
Yeah, to certain people.
Yeah, because he's a mismatch, period. He's quicker than guys his size, he's quicker than, and guys bigger than him, he would show quicker than, and guys smarter than him, he can back him down. He got good post game. Yeah. So he a mismatch. He's solid, and if he can draw 2 guys and kick it out to Clay, or I'm sorry to Steph, that's a real problem. And Draymond, quadruple singles all day.
Yeah.
And
triple single. Not triple double, triple single. Yeah,
quadruple singles.
Hey,
what them girls like so much? Quadruple singles?
Yeah,
Boy got punched in the eye for saying that. Jordan Poole. And lastly, the Timberwolves and the Lakers. Who you got now?
I got the Lakers.
How? You got the Lakers in there?
Yeah.
It's 1-1 going to Minnesota?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me about it? Like, what gives you the confidence in these boys?
Hey, first off, they got LeBron James.
I mean, remember Minnesota's a team that put a better Denver team out last year.
Denver didn't have LeBron James. I said the Lakers got LeBron James. That's what makes me say that.
What that got to do with the price of buttermilk? When was the last time LeBron got to the final? 2000? 2020?
Was it 2020? Whatever.
That's half a decade.
Yeah. When last time and ever been? Never. Shit. That's all I'm saying. I don't think nobody in Minnesota ever been to the final. Luka and LeBron, Luka at least been. No, I'm just saying the Lakers. I'm picking the Lakers. I don't care about all that because Anthony Edwards had a fabulous.
Yeah.
He had an out. But I will bet he won't do that no more the rest of the series.
Did Rudy Gobert win a championship with Denver? He wasn't there?
No, Rudy was in Utah.
Utah, yeah, that's right. That's right. I always get Utah and different.
Ain't nobody over there sniff no
the
championship.
Frenchman.
And you know, and I just hope
Kevin Garnett sniffed one when he left.
I said when he left. I said Kevin Love sniffed one too when he left. Yeah. I mean, I like Anthony Edwards and all that. And this is what I do like about Anthony Edwards, that you don't see a lot of superstars do today.
What's that?
God, another superstar.
Absolutely. He want to take it on too. Yeah.
You don't see that.
I don't think we'll ever see him guard Kyrie again.
No. But no, because this is the thing. I don't think Kyrie ever gonna be.
Hey. Kyrie had that man dead tired. Dead tired. That's the game he was like, I was tired.
Yeah.
After chasing, he chased Kyrie around.
And
Kyrie just.
And you know what? What's it?
Like a little kid.
Who is their coach?
Budenholzer? No.
What he should have learned. He should have learned something from Eric Spoelstra. You can't put a man that big on a man that little.
Oh, no.
You can do it for 2 minutes, maybe 5. Can't do it for no series.
On offense, you want that, but on defense, you better switch up.
What did Jason Jet Terry say them years ago? They said, "Oh, LeBron on you. He did this." He said, "Let him keep doing it."
That boy ran the dog out of LeBron.
Yeah, sure did. Mm-hmm. And that was a coaching mistake that people, So, but anyway,
people act like they
act like it didn't happen. But anyway,
I'm taking a great coaching move by Rick Carlisle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know that was great. That was beautiful.
But I got the Lakers. Anthony Edwards. This is what Anthony Edwards is going to do because of that first game. He gonna shoot too many threes because he hit all. Man, he was dropping them there in that first game. He hit about 6 in a row, 5 or 6 in a row. Then missed one, hit 2 or 3 more.
You saw him dunk on your boy last night.
Who was that on who?
What's my center name? My young buck from New
Hayes.
Orleans. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's
2
okay.
hands.
That's okay.
In the lane.
That's okay. I'm gonna say it like this. You know, this is the whole thing. Back in the day, if you didn't get dunked on, that means you wasn't playing defense.
Well, AE be like, what's the thing? He be like this. He got the most different 3 I never. That's how he throws 3-pointers up right here. He shoot his way about at you.
Yeah, you know, I just think he gonna fall in love with the 3 too much.
I mean, he hit the most threes in the league this year.
He took the most, but did he shoot the highest percentage?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But he got the ball a lot. And,
yeah,
he got big boys. He got a tall team that can get boards and give him a chance at it.
And that's why he gonna keep shooting it because the team is designed for him to shoot them shots.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, that's Jordan's son. I am absolutely convinced of it. The way he moved, it's just things that you can't teach. You know how you see a father and a son that just stuff, mannerisms. You can't, like, there's no way he learned that.
Oh, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, Jordan, though. That's why he, giving that boy that good credit. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Now, who you got? You ain't never say who you got.
Man, I got Minnesota in that one, man. All right. I don't believe in the Lakers enough. I don't think I don't think LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves is enough. Hachimura, that boy get hurt. I see Hachimura leave the game every game for something. Oh, yeah.
Well, I would say
he'll come back with a Band-Aid, came back with a mask last night. He's going to come back with a cake next game.
When you say the top 3, like you say LeBron, Austin Reeves, and Luka, I think they're better than Jimmy Butler, Steph, and Draymond Green.
That ain't got nothing to do with AE.
Yeah. Who AE got?
AE? Who did Jordan have?
Huh?
AE got AE.
We gonna talk about who Jordan had.
AE
Jordan had a lot of dudes. Jordan had a lot of dudes.
AE got Julius Randle that don't care nothing about LeBron. He was on the Lakers before. Hey, LeBron slapped. I mean, Julius Randle slapped LeBron last night. Boy throwing elbows at him. Julius Randle, that's D-Town. I'm riding with D-Town over anything. Okay. I'm riding with D-Town.
Okay.
Preston Wood, Christian. Yeah, I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, Julius Randle.
Okay.
Keep beating LeBron up, and I'm a Laker fan. But I'm riding with D-Town over the Lakers.
When I seen him, though,
and I'm riding with Jordan's son over the Lakers.
And Edwards was on LeBron more than Julius Randle was.
And LeBron wasn't doing jack. Not a.
I bet he shot more than 40%, but we'll talk about that later.
AE gets on whoever is hot. I think they got something going. AE
that was game one. That was game one. So what happened last night?
They lost.
Okay, same thing. So this game, it's tied 1-1, right?
Why ain't you wear your Laker hat today, huh? If you really believed in them.
No,
I don't just believe in them like that. You can't fool me.
Yes, I do. No. Like I say, as long as you got LeBron, you got about as good a chance as anybody. When you stack up his teammates, when you stack his teammates against other people's teammates. And one thing he know how
Ryan say Kawhi was hooping. Yeah, Kawhi been hooping, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris Paul is overrated, but hey, when he was in New Orleans, he was cold. Timberwolves gonna win the next two. Hey, I agree. Back in Minnesota, you know.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this.
Home of the original
I'm gonna say it
Lakers.
like this. They got to still play the games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, that's just opinion. That ain't no fact.
Truth. True, but hey, we will have a watch party for it, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, y'all, and my apologies on the watch parties, y'all. You know, I've been in transition in my life. I got a new crib. We set up now. I got the highest, fastest internet I've never seen in my life. It's going down. All right, so we about to get the watch parties back cranked up. We about to be back rolling all the way 100. I know y'all done noticed a little slowdown. Well, that's what's been going on.
Oh, yeah, we've been going through some things. But
you know what?
And that's life.
And I still got a lot of yard work to do. Because this yard I got is crazy. It was immaculate. And it's going to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But hey, just give me a little time, man. Make sure you join the watch party. We'll let y'all know what's going down. We're going to have a watch party for that Lakers and Minnesota Timberwolves game. Y'all come join the fun, man. We done had, I think our largest watch party audience was like 40,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we have a good time, man. We let loose. And, you know, everybody in there interacting just like the show. You know, it's an interactive experience, man. This is not just us, y'all watching us. We want y'all to get in these comments. We want to hear what you're talking about.
And we'll say something back.
Even if it has nothing to do with the subjects that we bring up. You know what I'm saying? This is not a top-down infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? This is a bottom-up around here. We're going to bring some topics to talk about, but if you got something else you want to talk about, something else you want to say,
put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, big
and
dog.
We'll chat about it, and we'll do the little chit-chat.
And we're going to chit-chat about it, man. Hey, my boy Trip ain't here, but hey, we're going to go on and play the... Get a little bit of that real quick. You know? Yeah, we got a show. We got a song now for the show, you know? Anyways. But yeah, keep this thing moving along. Having a good time right now.
Oh yeah, man. We just having fun and we enjoy the interactive experience. When somebody say something, I love saying something back, man. It don't take nothing what the Unc say personal. Unc just up here having fun because all this is opinion and whatever happened on this show, don't none of it pay my bill. So,
man.
Whatever I tell Ryan that I got some good information on some of Ryan's favorite players. In a few minutes.
In a few minutes. And y'all know what time it is. It is time for... Oh, that's the wrong button. It's time for... Ring the Bell with Unc. This week we got... Ron Harper. Unc, what's going down?
Man, I got some information about Ron Harper, and this is the whole thing about Ron Harper. Ron Harper, I knew this when I decided to ring the bell on Ron Harper. Ron Harper is not in the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Oh, man, yeah.
He is not, and his numbers might say he don't need to be. But this is the thing about Ron Harper. Ron Harper has 5 NBA championships. He has 3 with Chicago, 96, 97, 98. Then he has 2 with the Lakers, 2000 and 2001. He has 0 All-Star appearances. And Ron Harper averaged 13.8 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, and 3.8 assists per game. I got some notes on Ron Harper, but this is what I hear all the Michael Jordan fans, and this ain't about Michael Jordan. Say, oh, Michael didn't play with nobody. All the guys that Michael did couldn't do this, couldn't do that. But Ron Harper could play basketball. And I'm finna give you Ron Harper scoring stats and then you'll see what happened when he got to Chicago when it looked like he couldn't score. Did he decide not to score, or is it that he couldn't score? Because in Ron Harper's career, when he got drafted in 86, 87. Excuse me, in 1987, he averaged 22.8 points. In 1988, he averaged 15.4. 1989, he averaged 18.6. In 1990, he averaged 22. And then he got traded to the Clippers in 1990. The part he was in Chicago, he averaged 22. In Cleveland, he averaged 22 points. And then the part he was in the Clippers, he averaged 23 points. That's in 19. Then in 91, he averaged 19.6. In 92, he averaged 18.2. And then in 93, he averaged 20.1 points per game. That was his last year with the Clippers. And then he signed with the Chicago Bulls in free agency. And his average went from 20.1 points down to 6.9 points in 94, 7.4 points in 95, and 6.3 points in 96. So now, does that sound like a guy that can't score or a guy that stopped scoring for the good of the team? Because basically, until Ron Harper came to Chicago Bulls, he was averaging 20 points per game. And then in 1 year, his average went from 20.1 to 6.9. That means that Ron Harper quit scoring and started playing defense to win championships. It's not that Ron Harper couldn't score. He decided, the team he was with decided, we don't need you to score. We need you to play defense and do some other things. Because your last year, you averaged 20.1 with the Clippers. Your first year with Chicago, you averaged 6.9. The very next year, your average went down 14 points in 1 year from one team to the next. Is it that you couldn't score anymore? And then Ron Harper didn't score in double figures until 1999, 11.2 when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. So all those years that he was averaging single digits, he was with the Chicago Bulls and in his couple of first years with the Los Angeles Lakers. But until he came to Chicago Bulls, he was averaging 20 points per game. So I need Jordan fans to quit saying Jordan didn't play with nobody. Ron Harper was a scorer until the team said, we don't need you to do that anymore. And you can't get these young guys to do that because you know what they'll tell you? I want to be traded. Because there ain't no way one of these young guys is going to average 20 points on their team, then they go to another team and say, hey, man, boy, when you come over here, we just going to let you shoot 3 or 4 times. You're going to average 6. Ron Harper average went from 20.1 with the Clippers down to 6.9 with Chicago in 1 year. Now, do that sound like a guy that can't score or a guy that stopped scoring?
That sounds like a guy
that stopped scoring for the betterment of the team.
Absolutely.
Because he was with somebody that shot 22.9 shots per game. So there wasn't many shots left for nobody. But anyway, man, so I need you Jordan fans to quit saying Jordan didn't play with nobody. Jordan played with a lot of good guys.
I'm a Jordan fan. I'm a Jordan fan too, you know.
Yeah. But I just tell tell the truth. Everybody say that, but Ron Harper, did you hear his averages? 23, 22, 21, 19, 22, all that. Then he went from 20.1 down to 6.9 in 1 year.
Absolutely.
Sound like he quit scoring.
Sound like everybody that played with LeBron. Huh? Sound like J.R. Smith. Sound like Kevin Love.
We talking about Ron Harper. We talking about Ron Harper.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We talking about the Chicago Bulls. I'm just saying.
I mean, look. Ron Harper was very. How big was Ron Harper?
6'3", 6'4".
Okay, good size guard. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Very athletic. Because he wasn't just that boy had some hops too.
Yeah, and he brag about that he used to beat Jordan 1-on-1. You seen him on the internet doing that,
absolutely.
Right? Okay, that's all.
Absolutely.
That's all.
You know, but he recognized in the team game.
Yeah.
He wasn't a better scorer. than his airness.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He recognized that. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm giving them credit for. But one of these young guys, you go get somebody averaging 20 points a game and say, go over here and average 6. They'll be like, nah, man, they're going to demand a trade.
Yeah.
You know how they, I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm going to put that, because that one might be sounding out.
You know, that's all. But I'll say this. I bet you didn't nobody that played with LeBron average drop no 14 points.
I mean, oh, my gosh, yeah. I mean, I know some people. D. Wade, Chris Bosh.
No, they averaged no 14 points in 1 year.
I mean,
don't look it up. I'm telling you what I know. They average didn't drop no 14 points.
What's the white boy name that could shoot that thing that used to wear the headband with the long
talking about Mike Miller?
Mike Miller.
Mike Miller never
numbers drop.
Huh?
Ray Allen's numbers drop. Everybody's numbers dropped that played with LeBron.
Okay.
I mean, they did.
Did they go find me one drop 14 points though? Go find me one drop 14 points.
Kevin Love was a double-double. I don't remember him getting.
Do you know why Chris Bosh average dropped?
Double-doubles with
Do you know why Chris Bosh average dropped?
Because he's on the LeBron team.
No, because he went 0 for 12 in the. If you would have hit some of them, do you remember when he went 0 for 12 in the finals? Yeah. If you would have hit some of 12 shots, your average wouldn't have been so bad. You was missing a lot. You had some shots.
I wonder when he took his first shot though.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, if
you had 12 shots, you went 0 for 12.
If you second quarter.
And the best thing Chris Bosh ever did during his career was get the ball to Ray Allen.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray Allen, man, that's Jesus Shuttlesworth.
And all these dudes, Jesus. All these dudes you keep bringing up, none of these dudes even went to the playoffs till they played with LeBron.
Smokey, what's going down?
Kevin Love didn't go to no playoffs in Minnesota.
Warriors Rockets tonight. It's gonna be a Curry drop 40. Hey man, yeah, Curry gonna drop a lot. They in H-Town. Hey, man. Y'all better be glad that ain't James Harden. If James Harden was in H-Town, he might not show up to the game.
Yeah, James Harden might drop 42 if he was in H-Town. James Harden was putting up some numbers in H-Town.
No, James Harden might not show up. He might be at that strip club trying to make up for old time, for lost time.
You know how they go.
Yeah, nah, man. James Harden off the chain. Love James Harden. Yeah, man. Hey, and by the way, this is Noonish Sports and Tech, man. And let me go on to, I don't even know if I switched over the cameras. I believe I did. But this is Noonish Sports and Tech, man. And if you haven't already, man, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, man.
Yeah,
you know, we're growing organically, man. This is truly an experience right here, you know, an interactive experience. You know, this is not, typical live TV. We want to create something different. I'm constantly looking at the chat. You know, if somebody say something, we gonna talk about it. What up, nephew? Yeah, Ron Harper was cool. Ron Harper, wore Jordan. Every Jordan Jordan had on, Ron Harper had on. Whatever leg Jordan had a knee brace on, Ron Harper had that knee brace on. And whatever arm Jordan had his wristband on, Ron Harper wore wristband. And he was bald headed. Clearly, he messed with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what kind of problems Ron Harper was giving Jordan when he was in Cleveland. Because I really do feel that Jordan had a lot of input in the people that he brought over to the team.
Ron Harper was in Cleveland that year when he hit that shot.
On Craig Elo.
Yeah. But what they did, they ran a screen in the triangle to get Ron Harper off of Jordan so he could shoot. I mean, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and what the other coach was supposed to do was put Craig Elo on Jordan to begin with.
Yeah, it did so.
But if he would have done that, he wouldn't have had to switch. He would have killed him.
He wouldn't have had to switch. You see what I'm saying? But so and that was
that's the test.
And that was Chicago Bulls' first playoff win.
Yeah,
and that was in '89, if I'm not mistaken. That was their first playoff win.
They won it.
No, that was in
They won in '90, didn't they?
No, 91.
Oh, was it 91?
91, 92, they won.
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won that one. It was Lakers time. That was late show time right there.
That was late show time.
You know, it is what it is. But, hey, Jordan had to dethrone them bad boys that kept keeping him away from the Lake Show. And then he had to dethrone the Lake Show. And I know
and that was a different Lake Show. That wasn't the Lake Show that won 5 championships.
It was the same Lake Show.
No, Kareem wasn't there, so it was a different Lake Show. Kareem wasn't on that team he beat.
You think Kareem would have helped?
I'm going to say it like this. Jordan had a losing record against 3 teams in the 80s.
The Lakers, the Rockets, And the Spurs.
And the Utah Jazz.
And the Jazz.
And the teams that he was losing to had Mark Eaton. But the team he beat in the championship didn't have Mark Eaton.
So Mark Eaton went from one team to the
next?
No,
Mark Eaton was retired by that time. He was 7'4", defensive player of the year.
Utah Jazz?
And this is the thing. Chicago had
he was rolling out the league. He was about 2-3 years out the league by that point, wasn't he? Wasn't no 1 year left.
But even right now, Jordan to the end when he retired at the end, he had a losing record against 3 teams.
Man,
the Utah Jazz, the Houston Rockets, and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because you know why? They were too big. They were always too big.
That's why he struggled against against Spurs too. David Robinson down there.
Yeah. He had trouble, but
he had trouble on that Texas swing.
Because there was some big boys down here.
Absolutely.
And he better be glad that San Antonio didn't have big Artis Gilmore and George Gervin no more, and Larry Keener. It's just a lot of guys that.
Can we do a ring the bell on David Robinson?
Yeah,
because a lot of people sleep on. I don't hear David get brought up nearly enough.
Well, because they got to get all the tickets. They got to give all the credit to one person.
I'm just saying, but like in big conversations, I don't hear David Robinson get brought up too much.
In a whole lot of conversations, you ain't never heard Tom Chambers, have you?
I mean, I remember playing with him.
I mean now, but you don't never. But I tell you this: in Tom Chambers' prime, at 6'10", Tom Chambers could give a whole lot of people some business. Cause you see the plays that he got. You got Charles Barkley.
I remember him from Bulls versus Suns back in the day.
Yeah,
it was a video game on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, with Tom Chambers dunking. He was dunking too. The dude could shoot. Tom Chambers could play with anyway. This is Ron Harper, and this is what I love about Ron Harper. All the stuff you say, you can say what you want to say about Ron Harper, but the numbers show that he sacrificed his game for championships.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I mean, the numbers 20.1 to 6.
But Ron Harper wasn't better than Jordan, though.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not. No, come on.
I'm saying like even if he did beat him 1-on-1.
But this is the thing that all these guys talk about one-on-one play, and they would be surprised who would win if they played one-on-one.
Absolutely.
They would be surprised because the NBA actually, all these guys talk about what if. Put y'all name on the paper and play each other. Like, they always talk about they could do better than the 70s, but you won't put your name on the paper and play each other like they did in the 70s. Yeah. If you so good, Giannis, play Dame Lillard one-on-one. Go play Steph Curry one-on-one. And I'm going to tell you like this. The players that would get to the finals would probably surprise you.
Oh, for sure. No doubt about it. It won't be who you think it's going to be.
No.
It won't be who you think it's going to be, man. But, yeah,
but that's all on Ron Harper, man. Ron Harper could play, and we got a lot of players that could play. And back in those days, guys would sacrifice to win. But in these days, the money is too big. The money has actually taken some of the competitiveness out.
Was that the right one?
Their money has actually taken the...
Ring the bell with them.
Yeah, money has actually taken the place of rings. Money has
no doubt.
Money override rings.
No doubt. No.
And I mean, when you talk about $100 million, I'm not mad at them.
And most people that get that big contract don't have rings. Because it's not enough to get more talent around.
And like I said, I want some of these young guys. Because me right now, I think that LeBron James as I'm talking about as a lead horse, not LeBron James and Steph Curry as a lead horse is the last player that's going to get 3 or 4 rings.
You think so?
Yeah. Because guess what?
Just because of the way the game is set up now?
Because this is the whole thing. Just like Clay State played second fiddle to Steph for 8 or 10 years, well, these dudes, at the end of that contract, I can stay here and get $180 million. I can go over there and get $240. Where am I going? I'm going over there and get $240.
Old Texas Tech man, what's going down, man? Texas Tech man, shout out. My old coach Tim Tadlock over there, head coach of the baseball team at Tech. Hey, shout out, what's going down?
And Tim? Right now, Texas Tech done put out some great 100-meter men lately.
My boy Texas Tech man said Larry Bird would run circles around LeBron James one-on-one. Michael Jordan would kill LeBron one-on-one.
The game is not one-on-one. I mean, and that's just what he say, but we don't know that.
But I mean,
this the whole thing.
And LeBron, who you taking in that matchup?
What, one-on-one? I have no idea. Because when I sit back in the 70s and saw the guys that made it to the finals, I was like, these dudes? They made it to the semi?
Yeah.
Him? So one-on-one is way different than 5-on-5. And some of the players that you think would excel. And then I just heard John Solly say the other day, now, these guys can be lying, but they're on the internet saying it. I used to beat Kobe one-on-one all the time because this is what John Solly said. I got the ball first. I back Kobe down. I score. I get it again. Make it, take it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying, people think that all these guys can. How you gonna, if you 6'5" or 6'6", and a guy can handle the ball?
And I'm holding the ball up here.
How you gonna, and I'm backing you down, and if you ain't quick enough to come from all the way behind me over here before I do this, and then if you come this way, I'm gonna spin to go. So it wouldn't be like these people think. One-on-one don't even matter in 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Because I seen some guys that was horrible as I don't know what in 5-on-5, beat the crap out some dudes was great on 5-on-5.
It happens every day in America.
Every day. Just like Ron Harper on the internet bragging he could beat Michael Jordan.
Every day in America.
And this is the thing. You ain't never heard Michael Jordan say lying.
No.
Michael Jordan has seen that before.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
So who gonna think, but it's Ron Harper.
If I beat Jordan, I'll be bragging about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he say, and not only did he say I beat him once, he said I used to do it all the time.
Man.
Ain't that the same clip you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all I'm saying. It would be surprising to people. Because go back, because actually in the 70s.
It shouldn't
No,
be.
but actually in the 70s, they actually played. See, back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, they did all the stuff that these dudes imagine, if, go do it. But y'all don't want to hurt y'all brand. And this is the thing. If I got a brand and I think I'm that good, one-on-one, I'll sign on the dotted line.
Yeah.
If I think I'm that good and I got a brand, because this is going to build my brand, but everybody's scared that it's going to hurt their brand because they know they ain't good as they talk.
Noah Lyles and Tyreek.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Sign on the dotted line.
And if I'm Tyreek, that's a win-win. If I lost, man, I lost to the fastest man in the world. What? You saw how close it was?
Yeah, first off, Noah Lyles. Now, if he gonna get $100,000, I'll raise him too for $100,000. But this is real truth. You didn't even beat Michael Parsons, Tyreek. So I mean, you can say you start laughing, you slip, you can say whatever you want to say.
Matter.
But I just go by the results. What I saw with my own eye, you didn't beat Trayvon Diggs or Michael Parsons. That's what I saw. So you can make all the excuses because excuses ain't nothing but a reason why you lost.
Oh,
That's
you
all
saw
it is.
that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw it too. I saw that.
And it looked like they were gonna beat him anyway. It really did. It really did.
They caught out on him like he ain't stretching.
And he barely beat T.O. when T.O. was 46 years old.
Yes, sir. But T.O. did get a 5-yard lead on him, though.
No, in the 40 when they raced even, he only beat T.O. by a step.
Man, that's crazy.
He ran a 4.4 something.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see the even one.
Yeah, the even one. He barely beat him by. I mean, I'm saying he beat him by.
He didn't make
not
up no
barely
ground.
beat him
On
by.
the uneven, he didn't make up no ground on T.O.
Yeah.
About
He caught the other guy.
But he didn't make up no ground on T.O. Yep, so tomorrow we got the Twanky Fish NFL draft. Shout out Christiana Yebra once again up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. For the draft. And that's a very good time.
I tell you what, in Green Bay right now, it's probably still in the fall this
Oh,
week.
yeah, it's still cold up there now. Hey, Unc, I played ball up there, man. I played ball up there. It was cold in May.
Yeah, that's what I say. Right now, it's still in the fall this
I
week.
rode my bike one evening. I left the crib at about 6. It's like, oh, it ain't that bad out here. Shouldn't have done that.
In 10 minutes.
Freezing by the time I got back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, tomorrow night, 2025 draft. I don't know why people have suddenly, for a long time, Shador number one pick. I don't know if that was coming from inside their camp or if that was the rest of the media.
I think I told you that wasn't.
I think it was a little bit of both.
Don't you remember when I told you they just?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's beautiful. Because
Shador.
now we're here at the draft. Shador's not going to be at the draft. He was. I don't know if maybe he turned down the invitation.
I'm sure he had an invitation.
But they're gonna do it. They got a tent set up at Dion's residence in Canton on the ranch.
Yeah.
Prime Ranch.
Probably gonna have a few thousand people out there.
Gonna have a watch party out there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a beautiful thing to see Shador get drafted that day.
Yeah. And this is the thing that
shout out Trinity Christian.
You know, for Shador really right now ain't really hurting for money. So if Shador slide down the draft, that's better for Shador. That's better for Shador.
Some stacked tees, Trinity Christian.
Yeah.
Trinity Tigers out there. Yeah,
so if he slide down to a better team.
That's it. That's what happened with Zay.
Yeah.
Zay is going to the Mystics they're not in rebuilding mode.
They in prime mode trying to win.
Trying to win.
Yeah.
And that's a great situation to be in. You got to go in there and compete and got to learn to be a professional right now.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Right now, you got to learn how to be a professional. There is no second chances. You got to be a professional.
Got to learn how to play the game right.
Absolutely, man. I love it.
That's what I love about the WNBA. They playing the game right.
So what you think about Cam Ward going number 1?
That's not surprising. Somebody got to go number 1. I mean, it's not a whole lot of people better than Cam Ward.
Do you believe he got the talent to live up to it?
Yeah, I think so.
I do too. I say emphatically yes. Cam Ward is a very impressive
And I'm going to tell you like this. Most of the time that people fail.
That's a win.
Most of the time that people fail, they fail at a bad organization.
Absolutely.
You very rarely see people fail at a good organization, man.
Organizations that rely on the talent and not the scheme often fail.
Yeah.
You got to have a good scheme first and foremost, and then bring in a talent that can execute that scheme.
Yeah.
Now it's your job to match that talent with that scheme, and if you mismanage that, it can lead
and then
to
if you
hard
don't,
time.
and then if your talent don't fit that scheme, if you have a talented team, now it's up to you to figure out a scheme that can exploit these dudes' talents.
And that's why Jeff Fisher is no longer coaching the NFL. He had Vince Young. We saw what he did in the Rose Bowl against a more talented USC team, possibly more talented. Texas was very talented that year too. But Jeff Fisher never had a good scheme and never adjusted to BY.
Yeah, he had a certain way of coaching, and he wasn't gonna change.
I mean, and it's countless coaches and quarterbacks. I mean, look what happened look at the difference between Geno Smith in New York versus Geno Smith in Seattle.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold in New York and Carolina versus Sam Darnold in Minnesota. Sometimes it's not the talent. Sometimes it's the scheme.
It's the organization.
And the organization.
First off, their owner hires a not so good general manager. General manager hires a not so good coach, and then when you got a not so good coach, that take away from the players on the field.
Absolutely.
So it goes back to the most of the time.
We ain't talking about the Cowboys right now. Why you talking about the Cowboys, huh?
I ain't saying nothing about it. I'm just saying it started at the top, and most of the time that these guys fail horribly, go look at the organization. They've been struggling for years. They've been struggling for years.
We ain't talking about the Cowboys. I got O's.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah, but let me see. NBA is compared to the 80s, absolutely, man. I didn't see the last comment.
What did he say?
Texas Tech man said, no way. Yeah, I played for Tadlock. I ain't see your last comment though. Coach Masson is a man. Yeah, I'm not sure.
What did he say about the NBA in the 80s?
Oh, he said today's NBA is PU. NBA 80s, 90s was real NBA. Yeah, I agree, man.
Me personally.
Yeah, get rid of Jerry Jones. Hey, man, you can't get rid of him. So you got it. So this is my advice. You gotta start looking everywhere else but Jerry, because Jerry is gonna be the one thing that's gonna be there.
Well, then you can quit looking. look somewhere else. Cause quit looking at the Cowboys. Cause as long as Jerry there, he'll get the same results, man.
That's the one thing. I mean, we got some great results in the 90s, though. For 3 years.
That was Jerry had somebody else. And then he ran him out.
Yeah, he did.
And we ain't did nothing since, right?
And he ain't gonna trust nobody more than he trusted Jimmy.
No, if he can't get along with Jimmy, somebody been knowing since the 60s.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Son.
Yeah, you can give
it's
it up.
It's a wrap, son.
It's all over but the crime.
I don't even know if he trusts Steven as much as he trusts Jimmy, huh?
No.
And that came out his balls, man.
No, he don't trust cause Jimmy. Hey, him and Jimmy. Cause you know what they call Jimmy in college, right?
What's that?
Jump up Jimmy.
Jump up Jimmy? That boy's ready?
No, because every time when you knock him down, he jump up. Cause back in the day, you know,
Jimmy was small though.
Yeah,
but he played O-line, didn't he?
Everybody was small back then.
Yeah, but Jimmy
that's the whole. But the reason they call him jump up Jimmy, cause back in the day, everybody was jump up because when you got hit, you didn't want nobody to know you was hurt, so you jump up.
Absolutely,
jump up.
Absolutely,
like, oh, I'm good to go.
Hey, I took pride as a running back. I took pride in getting up before the guy that got me to the ground.
Yeah.
I can't even say tackle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was the same way, man. You bam.
I'm up before you, big dog.
The harder you hit me, the quicker I'm gonna jump up off the ground.
Absolutely.
If I get up kind of slow, that wasn't nothing. Man. But if I jump up quick, boom. You'd have knocked me crap out of me, and I jump up before you do, and look while you still down, you're gonna be like, huh? That's a little mental thing, but anyway, they call him jump up Jimmy.
I ain't like to be touched.
Hey,
I think that's what.
And the NFL draft, we may have a watch party.
Yeah, man. Yeah, be looking out for the watch party tomorrow night, man. Hey, and the Lakers in Minnesota play tonight or tomorrow night? They played last night, didn't they?
Yeah, they played last night.
Okay,
they play tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
If not,
or the next night.
Yeah,
be looking for that watch party on that night as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's going down.
Wednesday, they probably playing Friday.
We're throwing watch parties all the time now.
Yeah. We fell out for a minute. We had some things going on, but now we back at it.
No restrictions. We're going all the way in.
And say, man, and I'm gonna do like all these other shows. I know J.A. just said a few minutes ago, but I'm gonna say it again. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button, like, then share with somebody else that like talk about sports and like to be interactive. And right now, we off the NFL draft. We don't have watch party.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good draft, man. But Shedeur, man, I believe Shedeur should be a top 10 pick.
And if he don't, he's that's got better the for Shedeur. He got the talent.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna, he don't need the money, but it's just.
He's
not gonna do better than his dad, which was his goal. I think top 4. Dion was in the top 4 picks or something.
Yeah, they got.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, they got to stop doing that because it's a different time, different day, different position.
Hey, you got it. Hey, and your pops was a dog. Anyways, moving along.
On to the next one.
NFL draft, it'll be good, man. Cowboys need to get some guys.
Cowboys need to get a lot of guys.
That's I'm not naming counting out. Quarterback, we could take a quarterback. That'd be great if we got one early. If Shedeur was available, that would be amazing. But, if we went ahead and got that pick.
What pick the Cowboys got? Number 17 or something?
I mean, it's down there.
Yeah.
It's down there. Let me find out for the pick.
But this is the whole thing. We done had a few good hits here and there. We had Michael Parsons. We had Travis Frederick. We had Trayvon Diggs. Who else we had? We had some misses too, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we still, and we still waiting to see, what's his name, Najee Smith?
We got the 12th round. We got the 12th overall draft pick. 12th and 44.
They better make it count, man.
Yeah, man.
They better make it count. I don't know who
I'll take, it's a quarterback, number 2 is on his jersey. I'll take that dude. And number 12 is a guy that's like his
mentor. From Stanford? From Stanford?
From Colorado.
Shedeur might be going at 12.
If Shedeur's there at 12.
Then he might be there at 12.
If he's there at 12, I'm taking Shedeur. It is what it is. Dak.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, Dak.
We paid you, dog.
Yeah.
We paid you to get Shedeur. And if we don't get Shedeur.
But this is the whole thing. If
we get an old lineman and somebody to protect Osman next year.
you ain't gonna have no choice but to let him sit behind Dak about a year or two.
Man.
Because Dak gonna get his money, and you can't sit $50 million on the bench.
Hey, you got to get it up out of him. He got to take them hits.
So Dak got about 2 more years to start for the Cowboys, regardless of who they draft.
Yeah, he do.
Unfortunately for us.
Unfortunately for us. That's why I'm a KC fan until Dak's contract is up.
But I think he got about 2 more years to start because nobody's going to take him, and we can't put that much money on the bench.
Cowboys need a running back, bro. Like, you can get a running back off the street
But this is the whole thing.
now.
The Cowboys need a running back. They need a quarterback.
They need a
They
guard,
really need a
tackle.
a guard, a tackle. They need a center. They need some linebackers. They need a D tackle.
Few D tackles.
They need a safety.
Like,
I'm just saying.
there's no position without a need. Like, we need a DN. D-Law he's no longer here. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't playing when he was here.
Thank you. That's why I look at he ain't here.
Yeah, I agree. Old Texas Tech man for sure. Yeah, we need O-line, bro. We need
D-line because
but we can get that later in the draft, bro. Like, that's not a first round. O-line, if you got a cornerstone O-lineman available.
And then if you got
absolutely.
And then if you got a back,
other than that, I'm going quarterback before anything.
If your team is filled at some pretty good positions, then you got a back like Ashton Genty or something, yeah. But when you got O-line, D-line, secondary, quarterback, running back, you can't get one. It's no sense in getting somebody like Ashton Genty because this is the thing. Ain't nobody going to block for him. Who we got? That's a wasted draft charge.
That sounds like Barry Sanders to me.
You gotta
get somebody that can get away from a whole lot of people and just take off.
I know Genty can get away from a lot of people. I don't know if he can get away from that many people.
Cause I'm raw. Now I feel I think we can address some O-line positions that we're lagging. As long as you got a left tackle, you straight. We're not sure about our left tackle because he was young last year. First year doing it.
Was Guyton?
My boy,
what's his name?
Guyton.
Guyton from
Oklahoma.
I think
he was solid in college. I think he'll be solid in the pros.
Yeah.
Just young.
Then old tackle is a hard position because you're going to get some of the best athletes in the whole league.
And going backwards.
Yeah, every week. DN is some of the most athletic guys in the whole league.
Absolutely.
So our offensive tackle is alive.
I think Guyton will be straight.
I think he's gonna be straight, but he's gonna need a lot of help next to him though.
I don't know if he's ready yet.
I
think we'll be good, with him.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I wish
years.
Barry Allen was alive so he can come put some of that dog in him.
The offensive line coach.
We need Eric Williams to come back and be an advisor to the O-line.
Teach him how he taught Larry Allen.
You know what I'm saying? Where you at, dog? But yeah, man. Nah, that's looking forward to the draft tonight or tomorrow night. It'll be great. CY, do what it do, girl. We'll get some good correspondence from you next week on that whole issue. Right there. But moving along. Next up, we got what?
What we got?
Man.
We got some boxing news.
No boxing news this week.
No boxing news this week.
Little track news, though. You saw your boy Braden Williams out of Duncanville ran a 9.82.
Yes,
Wind aided, so they say.
Oh, yeah.
So they say. I tell people the best advice I give my young African-American athletes around the Dallas area, if you want to go and excel in your sport, leave the area. Go north. Go west.
Go
somewhere else because they're not going to give you the props that you deserve around here for whatever reason.
And then this is the whole thing. It's hard to succeed at home. You got to be a special kind of athlete to succeed at home.
This boy's special.
Oh, yeah. I mean, special upstairs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You got to be locked in.
Yeah.
But also have friends and stuff, but be able to cut them off and cut them on after the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Until, a lot of the times you just cut them off.
Yeah.
You don't even cut them back on, huh?
No, never cut. Hey, let me tell you something. When you cut people off, you can't never cut them back on. Because guess what? The reason you can't cut them off is the same reason you cut them off.
Absolutely.
That's why you cut them off. Why I'm going to cut them back on? Because when you turn them on, they're going to be the same. It's going to be the same light it was before.
Man.
It's gonna be a drain on the power source.
Don't be insane.
It's gonna be a drain on the power source.
Do not be insane.
Yeah.
Insanity. But yeah, man, so what you think about this young boy? You the track guru. The young boy ran a 9.82, huh?
Yeah. No.
On the clock.
Yeah. But this is the thing. I ain't.
Have you seen that in high school?
No.
So that's got to be incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. But he's in high school.
And I know what you think about that. You know, he might have ran his best time ever right there.
That might be. We don't know. We got to wait and see. I can't project to say he gonna be the next Noah Lyle. I can't do that.
Usain Bolt. What's my boy kept using the Usain Bolt for USA?
They kept doing.
Justin Gatlin. No, not Justin Gatlin. The other boy.
You talking about Tyson Gay?
Tyson, yeah.
No, Justin Gatlin beat Tyson Gay more.
Yeah. But Tyson Gay was the last one to race Usain. Justin Gatlin didn't participate in that one, did he?
Well, Justin Gatlin was the one that beat Usain to put him in the retirement.
Yeah. And Justin Gatlin did beat him?
Yeah, that's when he was.
So he was younger than Tyson?
No, he's older.
That's what I thought.
No, Justin Gatlin's older than Usain.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, because see, Justin Gatlin had won the Olympics before Usain even came on the scene.
Is that when he
won in 90?
When he was messing with that snack?
I don't mess with snack. That's another story, but anyway.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Depending on what time of the year it is.
Talk about what like this, like Mary J. Blige. Talk about things you know. I ain't talking
Shout
about
out,
I ain't trying to throw no shade on
Monzavius Ray Edwards.
That's I mean, I can't put no expectations on this kid. All I know, he's a phenomenal in high school. What he did was phenomenal. But the last phenomenal guy that Matthew Bolin that ran 9.9, he ain't nowhere near no 100. He had to move up to the 400.
We talking about a 9.82.
Okay, yeah.
But
we still talking about high school.
Do you think it was that? Was it that? Did the wind affect it that much to where they got to? What they make the official time? Was it 9.99?
This is what I always tell people about wind 80. The wind blew everybody that was in the race. How come it just blew him that fast? That's all I'm saying. I tell people that because he was running.
You're racing against the clock, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was actually running way faster than everybody else, but it's still high school.
He burned off on them. Yeah. And the dude behind him had to run a 10-4 or something like that.
No, the dude behind him ran
10-2. 10-1. That's what I thought.
Yeah, so maybe ran 10-0 because, see, this is the thing.
My boy, you think my boy on snack?
Well, they don't test you in high school. There has been high school people on snack before. but you young. And then on a given day, you young. You done train, the wind blowing, the conditions just right. But like I say, we'll see him when he do it again.
This dude's so short.
Yeah.
But was getting out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But me, it's just hard for me to get excited because this is what I do know. This is what I do know about track and field. Everybody said, oh, he ran 9.82. I'm going to tell you like this. He ran 9.82. He's not a world-class sprinter.
Man.
I'm going to say that right now.
Hey.
I bet he don't make the team. Okay, we going to...
He's already on the USA junior team.
Yeah, junior team. He ain't going to make the senior team. Do you know? Let me tell you why.
It's consistency to make the senior team, right? You got to do it time and time again.
This is the whole thing.
He ran a 9.9 earlier this year.
No, allow them ain't ran 100 yet.
Yeah, they are.
This is what I do know.
Out.
This is what I have never seen since I've been following track and field. I have never seen somebody run 9.8 in April and then run 9.8 in August or September to win the Olympics. I ain't never seen nobody run 9.8 that long. All the way from April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months.
Who won the 100 this year?
No, that's what I'm talking about in the world game.
Yeah,
no allowed.
And he wasn't running in earlier this year.
No, he ain't.
He ran. He timed it up for.
No, he ran last week or the week before. He ran the 400 meters in 45.8. Not even running no hundreds and 200s.
Yeah, no.
Because you can't do it.
Getting in shape.
You can't do it.
Getting his legs in shape. Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I'm impressed by the young guy. He may be the fastest young guy we ever seen, but he's not. To be world-class sprinter, that means that you have to make the world championship team or the Olympic team. If you don't do that, you are not a world-class sprinter.
Does he have a chance?
No.
You don't think he has a chance to do that? Oh,
no.
Hey, young buck. Hey, like
because this is April. They're not even gonna run the trials till July or something, or late June.
It's crazy that
he's not gonna make the team. He not finna beat Noah Lyle, Christian Coleman, Fred Curley, and Taco Charleston. He's not finna beat all those guys, man. He's not. Because they ain't even ran 100 yet. His legs gonna be worn down. He's gonna be a little shot. He's just not gonna. If he do, I'll say this: he'll be the first one in history.
Yeah.
And you know, just like when everybody say, "Oh, he finna break the world record," I don't think so, because that's a world record. It's only been done one time in the history of the world. Now you think somebody finna break it? I didn't think you say he was gonna break it. And guess what? Most of the time I was right, because they say that, "Oh, he gonna break it today," and I was right more times. And when he finally broke it, I said, "Yeah, he finally broke it." "Oh, I told you he was gonna break it," but you've been saying that for the last 2 years. You know? Yeah. The young kid is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. He got a start, and he's strong in the end.
Yeah.
Because he pulled away.
That's what I'm trying to hear. I mean, the fact you said you never seen it was enough for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like that's at that point, like he's done something that you ain't seen, so it's hard to project.
Yeah, it's hard to project.
It's hard to project.
He gonna get better, you know, than that. That's hard to project.
That's crazy.
Because we get much better than that, he gonna break Usain world record.
Yeah, man. That's wild.
Wow. It was phenomenal. It was
wild business, and the young buck is fast. We all know that for sure.
Yeah,
man. But hey, shout out to Braden Williams out of Duncanville, Texas. That's about a half a mile away. No bull.
Oh, Duncanville, half a mile away. The school about 3 miles.
Yeah, the school. Yeah, the school. I'm just talking about the city though.
Oh yeah, the city right down.
City about half a mile away. Man.
As soon as you get on Duncanville Road and past that, that's
you on what road?
Duncanville Road.
Oh,
right
okay.
Yeah,
I think that says it.
He had Duncanville High School, Duncanville Road right there.
Right there, man. Shout out, man. Yeah. Represent, young buck. Represent, man. But keeping this thing moving along, and look, just a little bit of MLB news. Nothing major, man. You know, it ain't really nothing major to talk about. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna talk about it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just say it real quick, okay? Aaron Judge was named. Hold on, let me put it in here so y'all can see.
Y'all heard something about Aaron Judge this week. He was named, though.
So y'all can see what we can see. So maybe whatever. Aaron Judge was named the captain of the World Classic baseball team, the tournament that goes on. The different nations playing baseball. He's a captain. That's all. That's it for.
So when the last time U.S. won that world deal?
I think the last one they had, possibly. I don't know.
Japan won it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, well, the Dominican and Puerto Rico was going back and forth.
Japan didn't win it like the first time they had it or something like
that. I think Japan did possibly
win it the first 1 or 2 times they had it. Then Dominican.
So it's it's been cool. It's been cool. It's been a cool little situation, man. I love baseball, so Aaron Judge is the captain. That's it.
Yeah.
Y'all better have some bros on that team. Y'all gonna get y'all ass blasted on. And then y'all know. Then you'll see the difference between Jackie Robinson and everybody else.
And everybody else.
All right. I ain't got nothing to say about that. But now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Trip favorite part of the show.
Ryan favorite part of the show.
Ryan favorite part of the show.
Jay favorite part of the show. My favorite part of the show. We hope it's your favorite time.
In my opinion, this is part of the show where we get to give our opinion on something. There's no rebuttal. It's just what it is.
You want me to go first, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Jay always let me go first so he can talk. I come by. But hey, I'm going to tell y'all this here. In my opinion, especially in basketball, we get our favorite players and we get delusional about them.
Yeah.
Because nobody, we talk like these certain players didn't have no flaws in their game. They did everything. He the greatest he the second greatest. And I'm going to say it like this. Some of our greatest players, they the greatest in everything. Shooting percentage, worst shooting percentage, and all that. Because in my opinion, this is what we don't talk about enough, shooting percentage. I'm finna shed some light on some shooting percentage in the NBA finals of our greatest players that we say, he's the best, he's the second best, he's the greatest power forward, he's this, he's that. maybe not so much. You have some very good teammates, because I'm gonna shed some light right now on the worst shooting performances of players that have won MVP in the NBA Finals, shooting percentage wise.
Yes, sir. Number 1
is the Mamba, the Black Mamba. The Mamba mentality shot 40% in 2010. He's the number 1 worst shooting player that ever got the MVP in the NBA Finals. Kobe Bryant shot 40% and got MVP. And we talk about the Mamba mentality. He wouldn't let us in. All this, he did it. It sounded like his teammates was getting a lot of rebounds, getting the ball back to him because you was shooting a lot. That's what it sounded. I mean, when you shoot 40%, that means you was shooting it. You wasn't shooting it. I mean, if 40% is a great shooting percentage and you ain't shooting threes, somebody let me know. Because last time I heard 40% is not that good. And you the NBA MVP Finals, and you shot 40% in the finals, and everybody talk about your mentality. Sound like you had a lot of help, Kobe Bryant. In 2000, let me make sure this is 2010, Kobe Bryant shot 40.5% in the NBA Finals. Number 1 worst shooting performance ever. And that's who we say to say. And the number 2 worst shooting performance ever in the NBA Finals to win MVP is your own Michael Jeffrey Jordan. 41.5%.
They win?
In the NBA Finals. Yeah, they won.
Oh, yeah. So the finals, he won.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're the Finals MVP, that means you won.
Yeah.
Because ain't number 1 person that ever won the Finals MVP on a losing team, Jerry West. Michael Jordan shot 41%, 41.5%. So that means Dennis Rodman and somebody was doing a lot of rebounding, getting the ball back to him. And these ain't 3-point shooters. I can see if these were Steph Curry. I can understand. But these guys ain't shooting no threes. And then number 3 is your own lovely, best shooting power forward in NBA history, Dirk Nowitzki, shot 41.6% in the NBA Finals and got MVP. And they talk about, that means that Tyson Chandler, Jason Kidd, J.J. Barrera, Jet Terry, they were doing a lot for you to shoot 41% and y'all still win the series. And you the MVP. That's why I say you ain't no better than your teammates, Jay. That's why. And then I'm finna go to number 4. Timmy Duncan, the greatest foul power forward in the history of the NBA, shot 41.9% in 2005 and got the MVP, and that's your greatest power forward ever. These are our favorite power forward ever, because ain't nothing that great about 41.5%. And I'm just going to go over the top 5. I ain't going down the list. I'm going to stop at and then here we go. I got number 1, Kobe. Number 2, MJ. Number 3, Dirk. Number 4, Timmy Duncan. Guess who number 5 is? Your own Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He 2 times in the top 5 worst supers. 42. In 1998, he shot 42.7%, but he refused for his team to lose. Now, some of your team refused for you to lose because you shot 42%.
Must have been shooting more threes.
Is that some of these players got way more help than we try to project they did. Because when you shoot 41 and 42% and 40% and you still get an MVP, that means somebody is getting the rebound, giving you back, giving you the ball, just letting you shoot.
Shoot that rock. Yeah.
So that's why I always say, and the players on this list, one's supposed to be the greatest power forward ever. The other one's supposed to be about the second or third. Dirk's supposed to be, they like he the second greatest power forward ever. And these first 2 supposed to be 2 greatest players ever. And number 5 is the same, that's number 2.
Man.
Our own greatest players ever shot horrible in the NBA Final. So, man, that's why I say you ain't no better than your teammate. So let's quit playing like, Oh, he refused to lose. He wouldn't let his team lose. Sound like you shoot 42 and 41%. Sound like your team wouldn't let you lose.
And that keeps rearing its ugly head time and time again.
And that's why I always say that when you start on their sophomore year and put their junior year and their senior year and summer school in there, that grade point average go down, man.
It don't look nearly as good as it did.
It don't look as good as it did.
The way it ended.
And I'm not trying to say these guys couldn't play, but I'm saying they ain't good as we try to make them, as y'all try to make them out to be. Because I don't know the truth. Because I'm sitting there watching the game, and when I see a guy shoot and miss and shoot and miss and shoot and miss, then come back and hit 2 shots, man, you just shot 6 times, you 2 or 4.
Yeah.
But you still shooting, and just because your teammates are getting you the ball. Because that's the way the offense is designed for you to shoot, no matter if you're shooting 40% or 55%. The offense is designed for you to shoot.
For sure. No, I mean, that's a great opinion of it.
So I'm just saying, we got to concentrate more on shooting percentage and less on total points.
Yeah. No, that's
just my opinion.
That's a great opinion. That's a great opinion right there. Oh, man. Like, I've been going back and forth on what I'm going to talk about today. You know?
You ain't going to talk about Jordan. No, I'm just
playing. No, I ain't going to talk about MJ today.
Not today. Not after them.
We're going to let MJ relax. We're going to let the whole game of basketball relax today. We're going to let it relax, man. But in my opinion, I mean, I don't even really have an opinion right now. It's a thing. I know it's a letdown, but you threw me for one right there.
Yeah, I know. I put John on that list.
When he was on there twice, it threw me for a loop.
Twice in the top 5.
Threw me for a loop right there.
Don't tell the truth, Jordan ain't great as you thought it was. Tell that opinion.
Jordan cold-blooded now. Jordan is.
I know that was gonna throw it.
Still my goat.
I knew that was gonna throw in people.
But it is what it is.
But his opinion is that he agree.
I do this.
His opinion is he agree with all.
Yeah, man. And this is my opinion, and solely my opinion. And in my opinion, if Shedeur Sanders is available at 12 tomorrow for the Dallas Cowboys, I think it's a no-brainer. You take him.
Yeah.
Jerry, that will suffice everything you won't need. You don't have to worry about no blockbuster Anthony Davis and LeBron and Luka trade coming down the pipeline in a couple years because you already got your guy. You can let him train behind Dak. I wouldn't necessarily have him watching Dak unless you letting him watch his mistakes.
What not to do.
You know, but if I'm training him on what to do, he can continue to watch his mentor Tom Brady, who is the GOAT of rings in the NFL, right? Got 7 of them, John. Ashton Jeanty, we're not a running back away from a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. You don't build around that. You got to have a guy. Dak has been great representation, but he's been like a glass house. Fragile. See straight through him. And what I mean by that, he's shown us who he is time and time again. Why am I going to believe this season is going to be any different than before? Big games don't come up, don't show up. It is what it is. I'm not going to go in on Dak right now. That's not what this is about. But in my opinion, Dallas Cowboys, if Shedeur or what's my boy at Ohio State name? Quarterback.
What is his name?
It just left me right now.
Yeah.
But if either of those young men, let me look up his name real quick. Will. Let me see. Oh Lord. Let me look up my quarterback name real quick, man. It's Will Ohio State QB. And we'll go 20, 25.
Yeah, Rob said we were coming small on the TV.
Will Howard.
Yeah, Will Howard. Oh, I couldn't think of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna post up another one next week on the later on tonight on the TV. Yeah. Bob, you're gonna have a big view tomorrow or tonight on the show. You're gonna have the full screen image that we seeing right now that's being recorded. But if Shedeur Sanders or Will Howard are available, and I gotta be honest, I say it like this, I'm gonna take the national champion first. But 6'5", big boy. I think he's more set for Pittsburgh. I think Dallas would like Shedeur a lot more though.
Yeah.
But Shedeur, yeah. If a QB, a quality QB is on the board, I'm taking that first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look towards the future. No player in the draft this year, no collection of players in the draft this year is gonna get us to the Super Bowl. We got gaps, significant ones, and we're a long way from there. Focus on the future. Keep your mind on the prize in the future, and let's draft accordingly. Nothing's fixing this team. Duct tape can't fix it. Super glue can't fix it. I'm just saying, ain't nothing gonna fix this squad that we have right now coming out of this draft. Get the best thing you need, which is a solid quarterback for the future, man. Dak Prescott on the way out. We paid him. You know, I don't know why, but you paid him. Good riddance. See you later. But that's my opinion. Huh? That's it. That's what I got for you today, man. A little lighter than last week. But that's what it is. And with that being said, this is another great episode of
Noonish Sports and Tech.
Noonish, man. You know what it is. Appreciate y'all joining us today, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Checking us out, man. If you haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button. Go on and like this junk. Go on and share it. Do all the good fun stuff with it, man. We'll see y'all next Wednesday sometime around noon. Appreciate the love.
And if you didn't make a comment this week, make a comment next week.
Get on in now.
Get in there. Say something. See something, say something.
See some, say some. We
are.
Noonish. 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 J.A. he was major league, playing around with them bats. Kia OG, making plays on the track. Sports and technology, we mix it in with facts. Catch him every Wednesday to like double tap. A lot of interviews with ballers and them winners. Yeah, Jay on Notre Dame, all winner.